What's going on, guys? This is Moonchild of Dude No Way, and today it is me botching the intro because I'm tired. Welcome to Dude No Way Live, where we embark on a quest to play the greatest games of all time. I'm your host, Moonchild of Dude No Way, and today it is fill or be filled in Marvel Rivals. And what I mean by that is fill or be filled with despair and regret because you threw the game. So many people will load into a game of Marvel Rivals, they will lock in a character that they want to play, and then the team will do the same thing, and then you'll have this hodgepodge group of nothingness that ends up amounting to absolutely nothing, and then you lose the game and everybody flames each other, and they talk about, oh, well, we should have done this, or we should have done that, and like, hindsight is 20/20, but, you know, you look at it, and realistically, as soon as the game starts, you can figure out what needs to be done, and try to make the best, most educated decision based off of your own team comp. And doing so, you will enable your team to have a more active chance at their own victory. You can lose the game in character select if you are not careful. And that happens most often when everybody decides to lock DPS, but it can also happen when everybody decides to lock tank, or they lock the wrong tanks, and then you end up in this situation where you have like a Venom and a Thor, and nobody to actually block anything with anything but their face. Right? So, again, when you pick your team comp in Marvel Rivals, you need to be cognizant of the choices that your teammates are going to make, as well as the actual abilities of the characters that you have going into a fight. Like, if you go in and you have an Adam Warlock and a Loki, you're gonna die a lot, because there just isn't enough healing output to keep everybody alive through the onslaught of damage that's coming from the enemy squad. So, today we're going to be jumping in and picking, based on what the team picks, the character that I think will most likely result in the win, and we're just going to see what happens. You know, sometimes you can have your whole team lock DPS, and none of these guys are good at playing DPS. You know what I mean? Or sometimes you have your tank lock in on tank, and he is a meat shield and falls over every single fight, and then flames the healers. Or sometimes you get you know, earlier I played a game. I woke up this morning, I was real tired. I was a little extra tired today, so I drank some coffee. I played a little bit of the game prior to actually setting up for the show, and I had an enemy invisible woman who didn't heal their team at all and just went on flanks and tried to kill us. Really odd choice, really weird choices on how to play characters, and as you might imagine, she lost the game because that's not how you play the character. So, you know, that's what we're going to be doing today. We'll talk about team composition and why it's important more as we get a team. But I want to say hello to everybody. What's going on, Pedro? How are you? Thanks for being here, dude. Shaq, welcome. We are live on Twitch and YouTube. So Pedro's over there on Twitch. We got Shaq over on the YouTube channel. Live on Twitch at Dude No Way Gaming. Live on YouTube at Dude No Way Live. So if you guys are watching, you have multiple opportunities to catch us depending on where you like to view your live stream content. And with that, we're going to dive right into the first game of the day, and we're just going to see what the enemy team, or what the team is picking, and then we're going to pick based off of what they pick. If they pick something stupid, we're going to do our best to stop them from, you know, to save them from themselves, basically, right? Or, if they pick a really good squad, potentially we'll get to play something that we not only like, but can succeed well with. Let's just see. So, off the jump, we have an invisible woman. Excuse me, we have a cloak and dagger. Yeah, okay, so she did lock in on Invisible Woman. It's nice when you see two people lock in support right away, because you know that means that you'll at least be getting some heals throughout the match, or you hope, right? This isn't the person that I played with earlier. That was the flanking Invis Woman. So, we have a Winter Soldier. We've got a Scarlet Witch. We're now swapping over to Jeff the Land Shark. Not my pick, but it is what it is. Stayed up all last night, finally hit Diamond. Hell yeah, dude. Congratulations. Diamond is huge.
30 seconds before you attack.
That's decently high. I want to say that you're in like the top, what is it? Diamond and above is like the top 20% or something of the game. So, pretty good. I think in this comp we should play Doctor Strange because that gives us a shield, and we don't have anybody to benefit from the Hulk team up. I could play Magneto based on the Scarlet Witch team up. I actually think I will play Magneto off the start. We'll play Magneto for the Scarlet Witch team up here, and I think that will give me a decent chance. Magneto makes sense here, just saying. He gets the team up. Yeah, exactly. That was my thought, too. Got the cheeky Doctor Strange portal off the start here, trying to get us to fall in to the ground. We're just not going to do that. We're just going to toss a few primary fires into this spider nest. Maybe we can destroy some of the mines in the process. Not really sure if that's going to happen or not. We're going to immediately go in with the team up and just start damaging in on that Penny, because once we get her out of the way, it's going to be a lot easier to take this point. I'm now going to put the shield on myself as I'm getting pushed in by the enemy team. I got hooked in and pulled by their Spider-Man there, and with their support down, this is an easy W for us. Their support is down, their Moon Knight is down. Penny Parker went down pretty easily there. And again, I got my team up coming off cooldown here. I'm not going to chase her because getting the pie pieces is more important than actually killing the Penny. Plus, if we walk into that hallway, we're just asking to die. We're just going to get that stuff out of the way. We're going to throw a couple of primary fires down onto the spider web, and hopefully we can destroy any mines that are chilling there. Trying to get a right-click tag on that Moon Knight. Unfortunately, we were not able to. I am curious as to what that means, Shaq. What is that? Luca... I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm gonna butcher it if I try to. Time to use the team up here. I'm gonna use the team up to destroy the spider web. And we're gonna concede space here because I did not have my ultimate available as the Cloak and Dagger was using hers. Now we have our co-op time coming out. So I'm just gonna continue to push forward, make sure I'm standing in it, try to get this kill on the Penny Parker, and we do, so that we can keep a huge trade in the NBA. Got it. What team? I am not basketball savvy, unfortunately. My sports are esports, as you might imagine. I'm a man of my talents, you know? I'm just gonna put that up, save myself. We're gonna put this here. 3, 2, 1. Just drop it down on the Strange there so that he gets less value out of his Eye of Agamotto. Basically, what that did was make it so that the Strange had to rely solely on his right-click or his melee to deal damage to us while Eye of Agamotto was going on. And... excuse me, the explosion. The point-blank AoE, right? Not the right-click, but you get what I mean. He couldn't use projectiles after Eye of Agamotto because I used the Magneto ult, and that saved some of my teammates from getting killed by the damage that he could potentially put out. With my whole team being dead now, it's time for me to leave. I die in this moment, and I think I die quickly just to get back up with the squad, since literally everyone's dead except for, like, me. Magneto, I smell metal. Yo. Actually. Pedro, that's hilarious. They don't use the regular metal. If you watch football, the equivalent is Mahomes for Aaron Rodgers. Okay, I'll read that in one sec. I just saw the context come in there. I do want to know. Pushing the right click in a little bit. I'm going to use my personal bubble here just to advance a little harder. Put that heavy damage in on the Mantis. Unfortunately, I didn't get the kill. A little bit of follow-up would have been the W there. Again, we're just going to go ahead and throw up the metallic curtain, giving my team a little bit of freedom from the Winter Soldier ultimate there. Using my team-up ability here to push in. Waiting for the heals to come in from my squad with the damage from Bucky, or the web even from Spider-Man coming in. I thought I got pulled in by Bucky, but I'm almost 100% sure it was actually Spider-Man. Putting that right click into the Cloak and Dagger there. Yeah, because we were expecting this to happen. We're going to give the ally the shield. Waiting for the team to come back together here. Again, using the right click to push back the Cloak and Dagger. Putting in this damage on Magneto. And now that the support ultimates are gone, we can easily start cleaning up on this Doctor Strange. Unfortunately, my whole team went down here, and there's nothing I could do to save myself. I was spamming my F key to be able to give me the shield, personal shield, but unfortunately it just didn't happen. I have my ultimate here, so we can go ahead and get in there. What is he saying, bruh, about? What part is bruh? I would love to know what he's upset about. Not me who got killed first, you know? Putting this damage in on the Eye of Agamotto, or the shield of Doctor Strange even. Trying to see if we could save Jeff. Not saving Jeff out of the Spider-Man push there. I don't think that there's much I can do at this moment. I see that my Cloak and Dagger? Yeah, Cloak and Dagger is healing our Bucky during the ultimate there, hoping to get a little bit of value. I am now conceding ground here, gonna push this Doctor Strange back, continue to be up in his face while we press the offensive advantage while we have it. Just gonna use this to get that kill on the Winter Soldier there. Somebody is around here, I just don't know where. There he is. Just gonna put up the metallic curtain so we don't die. Both our supports are down at this moment. Gonna be tough for us to get this final push in, especially with all the ultimates coming in. It's time to disengage just as quickly as possible. Gonna go ahead and put the personal shield up on myself because we don't want to die during the Spider Time and the Cloak and Dagger ultimate here. Time to regroup with the squad. I'm the only one left. Just gonna wait a second, wait for them to come back from the spawn here. We have a Moon Knight now. We have the Cloak and Dagger ultimate on our team is ready, so we're gonna go ahead and use it. Just gonna put this damage up on this Doctor Strange while we force him back, damaging him, taking away his shield there. It is now time to get on the point. We have the co-op time coming out. I'm going to get the kill on this Penny Parker if I can, using the co-op time to make it easier for us to survive. Put the personal shield up on myself to charge up some of that right click there. Now I want to get that right click out on this Winter Soldier, and I'm waiting for the moment. I'm waiting for the moment when I can pop ultimate and be valuable with it in some kind of way. We know that the Doctor Strange is opening a portal behind me based on the sound. I don't think I live through this. Yeah, no, I don't live through this. Unfortunate. They now have a Mantis, which they have not used their ultimate at all just yet, so I was a little bit surprised by the "we are undefeatable" sound effect. I think it's time that I use my ult, and there's not really much else I can do other than that. I'm gonna try to get in here, use my ult, use my personal barrier. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna use the metallic curtain. I'm gonna drop this down on the enemy squad. Just try to use my personal barrier here. Again, use as much damage as humanly possible to get them back and out of the way. We do have the Cloak and Dagger ult coming out here, which is going to stop me from being on the point, at least in the meantime, while we wait for that to go away. We have the ultimate time overtime timer even ticking down, and unfortunately I go down there. I tried as best I could to get in there and absorb some of that damage. The Magneto ultimate failed me on the one hit. We got somebody says someone is so bad. I don't think anybody on our team did particularly bad. I think we did all right. You know, this guy had the most deaths, these two had the most deaths. That doesn't mean they did bad. You know, the scoreboard does not tell the entire story. And, like, if you're being a scoreboard Sally in Marvel Rivals, like, this is true in pretty much every game, but especially in Marvel Rivals and in Overwatch. If you are a scoreboard Sally, you look at the scoreboard, you start calling people out, it's likely that you are a bad player because you don't understand the context of what all is actually happening. Right, and again, I think Doctor Strange would have been a better pick on this team, but I went Magneto based on the power of the team-up, and the team-up did get us a few kills along the way. We were able to take point one because we did have the team-up. That being said, once we swapped off of Scarlet Witch, I think maybe, potentially, not using Magneto anymore would have been a better call. So let's see here, we got, Luka is one of, if not the best player in the NBA, and he got traded for an old injury-prone player and a bag of chips, pretty much. Yo, that sucks. That's kind of ass. When you think about it, like, the best players get traded around quite a bit, but at the same time, like, if you don't trade them for somebody who is worthwhile, or, like, you don't trade the best player for, like, at least two pretty good players, don't you just lose? Like, isn't that just like the L? Why would you make that trade to begin with, you know? Are they shaking it up? Pedro Stark says, but I have more kills, says the player that has 0 team play. That's 100% it. 100%, dude. You know, if you're not paying attention, if you're not, like, being intelligent about what's going on, then you're destined to lose. I think in this game, it would make sense for me to play Strange. If we had a, Jeff the Land Shark instead of a Rocket Raccoon, I might play Groot. I might be tempted to play Groot in that scenario. But just in general, I think Strange is the best call here.
When science failed me.
What's really insane is that Luca didn't want to move. He brought them to the finals the year before, and they just vetoed him, essentially. Well, it looks like he's going to be taking somebody else to the finals from now on, huh? It's their loss. Got a Magic on the other team here. Got an Adam Warlock, Winter Soldier. A Doctor Strange, possibly? No tank. I don't see a tank at all on the enemy team. Lots of melee damage, though. I'm not scared of the melee damage if they have no tank, honestly. Very easy for me to just walk in and take control as Doctor Strange if they don't have a tank to stop me from doing so. Just waiting for my heals. Playing smart, reloading around corners so that I don't immediately just die. We should have somebody, yeah, I was going to say we should have somebody up on the high ground, and they were. Adam Warlock here, just going to do a little push. Doing a little push, right? I don't want to get too aggressive, but by forcing them back like this, we have them on the ropes, essentially. Know what I mean? Now that the magic is here, and I know I'll be taking damage that can go through my shield, it's time to back up just to make sure I'm in line of sight with my healers, reloading around corners so that I don't take excess damage for no reason. If the magic decides she wants to come forward, then we will just stop her. And that's us getting the checkpoint. It's time to reposition here. We're going to use this little hallway to put in some damage as we round the corner. And we're going to let the cart kind of start pushing itself here. But we want to be on it as we come into this spot so that we can get it moving a little bit faster. You see there are 3 people on the payload here. That is the maximum speed you can actually use it. Going to use the payload as a piece of cover. Destroy this Ankh behind me. Reloading while I am behind the piece of cover. They now have a proper support squad. And with me taking a lot of damage here, it's going to be time for me to get up and out of the way. We can hear that the amplifier is coming down for us. We just want to make sure that we are doing as much against this magic as we possibly can. Gonna steal the jump pack if possible from Rocket Raccoon. Looks like I did not get it, unfortunately. We don't die in this moment as long as... Yeah, okay, there we go. As long as we can kill the Winter Soldier there, or at the very least, we can force them back a little bit. Got their Moon Knight here. I'm going to play fast and loose with Moon Knight. I don't want to get up in his face necessarily, because I do want to keep pushing this payload forward as quickly as possible. The faster we get it there, the easier it will be to snag the W. Got this moving forward now. Doing good. Again, we want to keep people on the payload. The Adam Warlock on the enemy team was able to kill our Hawkeye, so we're down a significant portion of our damage with the support players going down and myself getting low. I'm just going to try and get myself up to a high ground position, and with the melee players on me right now, there's going to be nothing I can do, but that's totally fine. I was just trying to get up and get onto that ledge. I just didn't quite have enough time to make it there. He's out for revenge as well. He said the owner has no class, and all he got was a text for... Yo. Way to disrespect your star player, dude. Well, you know what happens in a scenario like that? He goes to a different team, and then he beats that team in the big game, you know? Takes the new team to the big game and ends up snagging the W, and then gives the old team the middle finger. More or less saying, you know, you could have had, you know, this could have been us, but you were playing, you know? Got the Iron Fist now, using his ultimate here. Would be beneficial if I used mine, but I don't want to use mine in a counter scenario. I want to use mine to make a big play. There we go. And the Hawkeye takes down the Hawkeye takes down the Iron Fist in his ultimate there. Not too much to worry about, really. We're gonna let them use ults, and then because we have so much time and so little space to actually push the payload, we're We're just going to let them use all their ults, and then we're going to take them out as we get back together. We're just waiting for the team. Waiting for the team to come forward now. Got Rocket is on his way. Our DPS are on their way. Gonna use my levitate here to push in on this Moon Knight, forcing him off of the high ground position and into a place I would rather him be. Right now he's gonna go back to the high ground here. This Bucky is trying to get the kill on me. I'm just gonna stand behind this shield, both for the cover and in addition to that for the additional power that we can generate there. I was able to snag the kill on the Adam Warlock and the Bucky simultaneously, and with the amplifier coming out here, I know I'm gonna have no problem. Taking out anybody who is in range. We have the Iron Fist is going to run away. Smart on his part, honestly. Got the Invisible Woman here. It's time to kill her. You know, if we see her, if we can get her, it's time to kill her. We know we're gonna have a Moon Knight ult coming out. So we just want to start putting in this big damage on their support players and doing our best to get them out of our face. Are my support players dead? I know at least one of them are dead. Yeah, Rocket died too. Get Agamotto'd. That's right, dude. That's right, man. Our DPS is doing pretty good. The support players are also doing pretty good. We just need them to die a little bit less. Everybody else on my team, 3 of us are doing pretty well in terms of staying alive. The DPS players are playing a little too aggressively. And it's costing them. Reloading around this corner. Unfortunately, our team is taking a big hit from this magic, who is able to take our squad out pretty effectively. Waiting for the heals here. We know that the Iron Fist was using ultimate behind me, so we're not going to get too aggressive while we can expect that the team is supporting each other. Got the one hit there from the Hawkeye. And it's going to be right here for the Moon Knight. Got the Adam Warlock here. Invisible Woman coming out, putting her ultimate on the point here. Just going to step out of the moon haunting me. And I was able to get the kill on their magic. Unfortunately, I went down at that moment. I think both my teammates are also dead there. Our Hawkeye is doing great. He's doing work, dude. But everyone is dead when he is doing that work. And there we go. So we ended up getting the checkpoint there. So that's great. We're going to go ahead and catch back up with the squad quickly. Use my levitate to get up to this high ground position. Then we're going to drop down. Move through the health pack room. We just, we punish this magic now. Yeah, we don't let her live. There's no freebies out here. Just need to wait for a heal from my team. And hopefully I will get one. There we go. I knew they would see me eventually. Got the Iron Fist up top here, holding our Rocket Raccoon into the spawn. We're just gonna kill him. Alright, he's just gonna run away. That's totally fine. We put the pressure on. We peeled for Rocket. That's the important thing. Got their Invisible Woman down. Got a Invisible Woman ultimate on our side. Able to keep us alive through the Dark Child ult there. We know that their team is going to be coming around this corner. If I can just get on top of them and start dealing in this AoE damage here. Even if I go down, that's going to be huge for us. And I was able to get healed up there. We're going to... Again, we're going to pressure in on this Iron Fist. We're not going to give him free reign of the battlefield here. We now want to use our abilities to get this magic down. the main thing that I need to focus on right now is making sure that I get a large Eye of Agamotto to help us win this game. We have 1 minute to press forward here. I need to start building up my dark magic, but not to the point of 100%. I need to get as many people in the Eye of Agamotto as possible so that I can get that cheeky one hit on the enemy team. Need to protect our team from the magic, who is able to put in a ton of work, a ton of pressure on us here. With 30% dark magic charge, it's going to be time for me to push in. We know that the Adam Warlock is about to use his res here. And this is the moment where it's going to come down to whether or not we can survive this, and it doesn't look like we're going to be able to. Not with that much damage, yeah. So a little bit hard to hear there, but the Star-Lord on my team, on their team even, popped ultimate. And combined with the basically invulnerability of the Invisible Woman ultimate, unfortunately we were not able to push it the final distance there, but we had an absolute god squad of DPS players. Aside from the amount of deaths they had, 11 each, which is not indicative of our healers not healing. As you can see, our Rocket Raccoon, 23,000 healing compared to their 9,000 each on the other team. The Rocket Raccoon had more healing than both of the enemy healers combined. And then on top of that, we had an additional 11,000 healing put out. So we can't blame these 11 deaths on the support players, and we can't blame them on me for blocking the damage that I needed to in the times when I needed to block it. The unfortunate part is just that the... Unfortunately, hang on. Joe is daddy on their team says all DPS, by the way. Are you blind? Yeah, I don't understand how they were all DPS when they had 2 supports, but whatever, bro. They can say what they want. We did the things that we needed to do. Had my DPS players lived a little bit longer, we would have been in there and definitely won the game. But again, not faulting anybody, they did great. They did great. The magic on the other team was definitely the scariest of all of the DPS, and you notice that she also died 11 times. So, let's load it up. Let's see what we get for the next pick. I'm going to let them choose, and then we're going to go in and just see what happens.
The right heroes could make all...
I believe in you, team. You can do this. We got a Cloak and Dagger off the spawn. Lock in. So that's great. We know we'll at least have one healer. Another Hawkeye, a Jeff the Landshark, potentially. We have a Captain America. I'm not loving the Iron Fist here. But with Iron Fist and Cap... With Iron Fist and Cap, I think a Hulk is actually a pretty good play here, because I'll be able to jump in and be scary. Dude, the animation for Hulk bugged out, and it just, like, I just stood there for a second and then instantly was Hulk. That was super weird looking. I think with Captain America and the Iron Fist, being Hulk will give me a chance to jump into their face with the team. It'll allow me to give the Gamma Shield to the Captain America, as well as the Iron Fist, assuming we are next to each other, when it is actually time to jump on them. And then, in doing so, hopefully that will give them enough sustain to stay alive. This also lets our Hawkeye stand for free a little bit. Flo, what's going on, man? Flo says, what's up, fellow supporters of war crimes? You know it. You know what we're doing here, Flo. You know all about it, dude. Getting this big damage in on this Venom here, and we're able to take out that Venom pretty easily. Again, just putting in our massive amount of melee damage on the enemy team. And in doing so, we're just going to bully them into oblivion. They have 2 support players. I don't know if any one of them actually left the spawn there. Using our hand clap to put some damage in from range. What's up with the face cam? I don't know. What's up with the face cam? Hang on. It looks all right to me. What's wrong with it? Is it lagging? Because that has been happening a little bit inside of Marvel Rivals. The face cam has been lagging. But I am not the only person that this has happened to. Once we get a break in the action, I will come around and swap windows again so that I can see what everybody is saying. I'm going to take this speed boost from the Jeff the Landshark. Now it's time to stand behind this Groot wall a little bit here. Taking a little bit of damage. There we go. Invisible Woman ultimate coming out for their team. Just going to hold this. Wait a sec. Dive. Both of my melee boys are down, it looks like, in this moment. So, time to disengage. Yep, that's exactly what we wanted, for somebody to overextend so that we could take the opportunity. Putting the Gamma Shield up on our melee squad here. Gonna use the Big Hulk form here to put in the damage on their team. Use the hand clap to keep them at bay. The moon is haunting us here, but I'm not too worried about that. Again, using the hand clap to keep the enemy team farther away from us, at least as long as we can. Got the co-op time coming out for our team. I am going to take that Eye of Agamotto straight to the face, but standing in the co-op time, it's not going to matter. Gonna get that kill there on the Iron Fist. Gonna get that kill on the Groot, taking out the Doctor Strange. Now we're focused up on the healers. Gonna use the ranged attack here to put damage in on their remaining players, and that is us getting the entire team. That's the ace. Looks blurry and laggy here. I am noticing, I'm feeling a fair bit of lag as well on the, just like in the gameplay here. I did just update OBS, so potentially something inside of the OBS update may have done something. I was just waiting a split second for the Gamma Shield, because I wanted our Captain America to get in there, but unfortunately, our Hawkeye goes down. We're just going to put this big melee damage in on the enemy team here. It's time for me to get out. I die in this moment. Yeah, I die in this moment. There's too much damage coming out here. Just going to back up, start putting in the range damage of Bruce Banner. In the banner form here. Trying to get away. Not sure that I'm going to be able to. Nah, got the Iron Fist. He was so far away from me. Playing ranked, I am playing quick play. I have not yet played ranked inside of Marvel Rivals. Doesn't mean I'm against it. I just haven't yet.
You were expecting the Hulk?
Let's see here. So, gonna swap over to Hulk for him. Get the big jumps in. And hopefully get myself down to the point before it's too late. I don't know what Iron Fist thinks he's gonna do here, but he straight up loses the fight against the Hulk, especially the fight against the Hulk with a support on him. This is ridiculous. Put up my Gamma Shield and continue to back off here. It's time for us to go. Unfortunately, we cannot engage with them. Try and save Jeff the Landshark by putting my big-ass body in front of him. We can't engage on the point. It would be suicide, considering their squad is literally... Their spawn is right in front of us, so... right now, we're just playing for our moments here. Gonna go ahead and get that kill on the Iron Fist again. This guy, looks like either he's new to Iron Fist or he's just bad. Gonna bully Strange into the corner there where he can't get support from his team. We know that the Moon Knight is now looking for an ultimate because he just held up the Ankh into the sky. Gonna put the Gamma Shield in on myself, waiting for the heals from my team. Just gonna back up out of the way. Time to go Hulk for him. Get the kill on their Iron Fist. Get the kill on their Invisible Woman. Unfortunately not. Maybe get the kill on their Mantis in the meantime there. And then coming out of Big Hulk form, we're gonna go drop the Gamma Shield on myself, get up and out of the way of the enemy team here. Want to start putting in that big melee damage on their people coming through this doorway, and we're just stopping them from being able to engage. It's time to start getting ready to back out here. Just gonna damage up on the enemy team, especially the Iron Fist. Got Jeff the Landshark going in for a big ultimate, potentially. Not sure where exactly he decided to go, but that's totally fine. I do not have anything to sustain through this. Again, probably my death in this moment. but we're gonna do our best to survive. Reload and start putting in damage from far away. Try and get another Hulk form going on here. It does not take too long as I don't take too much damage. Just gonna try and shoot them, damaging up on the Groot walls here. Put that damage in with the grenade. Put the gamma shield in on our squad. And now we dive in a little bit. Just want to get that Ankh out of the way. Dive back. Grab some heals. Grab a Jeff health pack, aka the bubble. Just gonna get this Ankh out of here. Again, we're gonna grab this Jeff bubble. Put that big damage in on their Mantis. Hand clap the Doctor Strange. Moving up to the high ground position so I can contest with their Iron Fist for a minute. I don't need to stay too long. I just need to be up in his face long enough to scare him. Put the fear of God in him, you know what I mean? We can bully this Doctor Strange into places we want him to be. He can put his shield up, but he has nothing to protect from our melee attacks. Jumping up into the sky. We hear the Moon Knight Ankh going out there. Not worried about Moon Knight Ankhs. As long as I don't walk into them, we are totally fine. Gonna grab this Jeff bubble. I think I jump up at this moment. Jump up and engage with this Iron Fist, or Iron Man even. Put the bubble on myself. And now we're diving out. Waiting for the heals from the team. Jumping back up. Again, we're going in on them. I tried to press my Hulk ultimate there, which would have saved me from the moon haunting me, but that's alright. That's only my second death on a 20 kill streak there. Maybe not a 20 kill streak, but 20 kills so far. So we're slaying it there. Gonna go ahead and go back into Hulk form. We know that our team is doing their best to stay alive, but it looks like they're starting to fall. We need to fall back here. We need to get the retreat in full motion. Alright, we're waiting for the moment when we can dive on the enemy team. Gonna go ahead and use my gamma shield here in a second, right now. Try and bully this Groot around a little bit here. We have the enemy Invisible Woman trying to heal up this group, but we're just gonna force them into a little side corridor there. And in doing so, it's going to get them off of the payload. Groot had to leave the payload because we were putting so much damage in on him. The Invisible Woman chased him to try and keep him alive. I just punched her to death, and then they both, like, C9'd the payload, so... that was some interesting decision-making on Iron Fist there. Yo, the Iron Fist on their team was kind of ass, I'm not gonna lie. Which one was he? Which one were you, Iron Fist? Yeah, dude, 8 and 13. That was the guy who swapped over to Iron Man, and then eventually Mr. Fantastic for some reason. I don't know what in this guy's mind made him go, yo, you know what our team needs right now? I'm not doing it on Iron Fist. I haven't been able to make a headway on Iron Man. I better play Mr. Fantastic, right? Super low damage character. Not super low, but pretty low damage character. Kind of an off tank when they already had 2 main tanks. Literally no reason to have ever played Mr. Fantastic in that moment, but whatever. We got the W, that's what really matters. We're gonna dive back in. This screen specifically has been lagging us pretty hard. Pedro says, NVIDIA screwed a bunch of games with the latest drivers also. Forza Horizon 5 is one of them. I did not download the latest drivers because I'm always skeptical about updates. You know what I mean? I'll give updates like a week before I jump in and let them have my approval. Don't forget the cam. Should I deactivate the cam and reactivate the cam? I'm not sure. I'll do that right after this game and see if I can fix it. Cause yeah, I don't want it lagging all over the place. I do see the choppiness, like the low FPS of the cam in my side monitors. Just gonna protect our Punisher in his turret there, hoping that he gets a little bit of value. Got there, Jeff the Landshark is gonna eat one of our players there. Coming into this game very late. It's a Doctor Strange feeling kind of game, but it doesn't look... I don't know, with me being this far behind in the Ultimate economy, if we can make any headway at all in this game. You sent me a friend request? Awesome, dude. hell yeah. Please dive me. Yes, bro. Yes, she dove at the exact moment I needed her to. I had full dark magic. I just needed her to jump in, try and get me. She went to go ult our team. They're down a Psylocke ultimate now. I'm going to come around, and I'm going to start damaging on them from the side angle. You would imagine they have a ton of ults here. Got the Punisher shotgun is out. And I'm going to have to be very careful about how I engage when the Punisher shotgun comes out. Looks like my team might have all died. It's hard to say, because like I said, I came into this late. That would have been a great time for an Invisible Woman ultimate. I usually give them a week and a half, but doing a rollback is easier on AMD. No doubt, bro. Sorry, I had to burp. No doubt. A week and a half is a good amount of time. You know, you want to make sure that you aren't screwing yourself. I know you're here. I need our Invisible Woman with us. Oh my god, that is such a good place for the Born Again. Absolutely pro plays on the part of the Adam Warlock. Not at all, dude. In case you were wondering, that was intense sarcasm. Can I steal this health pack? No. I do need heals here, though. Are both of my healers down? Invisible Woman still up. It's time to push in on them. I think we secure this without using my ultimate. Reload around the corner. I was able to get their Rocket Raccoon down. That's going to be a massive amount of damage for their team that they can no longer sustain. Our team is holding them pretty effectively in this little corner room. We're already at 50% here. Big damage on me. We see the Rocket Raccoon is back here now. We're just gonna get out of the way. And unfortunately, their Jeff used his ultimate and wasted it. He did get me. I was gonna say, unfortunately, I got there and I had just used my levitate ability, but it didn't end up mattering. They have to engage here or they lose. We should have an Invisible Woman ultimate, and we do. It's time to Penny Parker this bitch. I just want to generate some dark magic charge and kind of hold it. Need to back off here. Need to back off. I need heals. Got to get to my squad. Make sure that they see me. Use your ultimate. Yes. We need to get their support players down as quickly as possible. We know that their Adam Warlock is going to respawn right here on the point, but he didn't do it fast enough. Used his res and ended up taking the L. Thankfully, we were able to secure that point. I came in and made a difference there. Their team was behind. They were about 50% of the way to capping the point, I'm pretty sure, when I came into this game. So the fact that we were able to not only get the point, but also take it all the way to the end and get the round is huge. And it's a game now, bro. Now that we have a moment, I'm going to find my camera and just deactivate it and reactivate it. Deactivated.
Get ready.
Reactivated. Let's hope for the best, right? Let's hope that makes a difference there. I really like both destructible environments and how they respawn. Oh, I know why. I know why I'm having trouble with the lag here. Photoshop was still open in the background. That'll do it, bro. That will do it.
The battle starts in 5.
All right, it's closing, so that should take a second, and then it will fix itself.
All you need to do is capture the mission.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I like the destructible environments. I'm not crazy about them respawning once they do get destroyed. The only thing is, like, you can get stuck inside of a respawning destructible environment. And when you're stuck in there, you just die, which is bad, in my opinion. Not good at all. I don't see how that could help anyone. We just want to get in here and pressure them. Don't need to get too aggressive. But we do get the kill on that Jeff there. And I can't use my... hang on. This is huge. Huge, dude. Huge. Massive. Enormous ultimate. Oh, I got killed. Oh, no. Hopefully they kill that squirrel girl. She was so low. Yeah, they did kill her. Good, 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 good. We're good. It's time to open a portal. This is a great time for a portal because by the end of the round, potentially we could have another portal. Just gonna put it right there in case anybody on my team dies as I'm coming back. They now have a Thor. They finally figured out that they needed a tank. Smart, but potentially too late. We want to steal their health pack so that they don't have a chance to regen health for free. I need to back out. Wait for the heals from my squad. There we go. Start generating some more dark magic again. Get their Namor down. Hold up my shield because I'm stuck in the immobilized from Squirrel Girl. Just gonna pop that on the squirrels. Just get those squirrels out of my face there. Just gonna hold up my shield in front of Thor so that I don't get hit by his ultimate. Jumping back up. Again, we're trying to keep the dark magic charges up. But unfortunately, it's down to 0 now. Drain's down to 0. Getting high in my ultimate charge. So we can expect an ultimate before this round is over, potentially. Immobilized. Again, we want to steal their health pack so they can't sustain for free. Using my levitate ability now with my shield. Very, very little actual health on me right now. Gotta be careful about how I engage with this. And that's the W. 65 health I ended up winning that game with. I came in, they thought they were going to win, and we took it from them. Stole the W from their grimy paws. It does feel good joining a losing match and winning it for them. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. That's always the best feeling, you know? You get to come in, you feel like you made a difference. You get MVP when you weren't even there for the first round, you know? How does that happen? I don't know. Good shit. Good shit, squad. Appreciate each and every one of these guys. You guys can let me know if that helped with the lagginess of the face cam. It's not going to be there in the beginning. Like, you're definitely still going to see it as I'm in that screen there. But that being said, it should clear itself up as I exit the title screen. You know, the character screen right there. Flo, I sent you an invite. There we go. Welcome, dude. Welcome, man. It feels good to be back, baby. It's good to be back. Flo has been playing games with us for about a year now. We used to play Overwatch together. He would hop in basically every show during the Overwatch days. Feels very good. Hell yeah. Remember, I'm filling, so feel free to pick whatever you want to play, and I will fill based on what the team needs. If you guys are just joining us, welcome to Dude No Way Live, where we embark on a quest to play the greatest games of all time. I'm your host, Moonchild of Dude No Way, and today we are doing the fill or be filled show here in Marvel Rivals. We are filling for the team, doing exactly what the team needs. What we don't need right now is a Thor. Neither one of these tanks are really main tanks. Cap could be argued potentially, but we're gonna go ahead. I've played tank like every game so far, so we're gonna give it to him. We're gonna let him have it, and then we're going to play somebody that makes sense with the team. We already have a Cloak and Dagger. We have a Thor for the Storm team up. That's actually pretty decent. We have the potential to play a lot of characters here. What we want is somebody who can sustain really heavily and hopefully snag the W for the squad based on their sustainability. I think I'm going to roll with Luna because I'll be able to drop the Snowflake on Flo and try to keep our Thor alive in the front line. Where is Thor?
2, 1.
I don't see Thor at all.
All you need to
Oh, there
do
he
is
is.
capture the mission area.
Oh, dude, it is lagging hard right now. Photoshop is closed, so I'm not sure why it's lagging so hard. But, like, I am noticing some serious frame rate drops. I'm just gonna keep this, this gives us a decent chance here to engage with this. I don't think I can save him. That's just too much damage, bro. I was gonna say to engage with this enemy team, but he just jumped right into it. Storm, or Thor even. Thor, you are not a main tank, but you're a brawler, shot caller. You gotta pick your engagements, pick your angles. I can't even get out of here to heal the people that need health on the other team, or on the other side of the map here. Okay, try to get this Moon Knight up. This is our next best bet. Thor is diving in directly on top of Penny Parker. I'm gonna put this on Thor for now. And now I'm gonna give Moon Knight the Snowflake on Moon Knight. Since Thor is taking a ton of damage here. Just gonna get that Adam Warlock out of here for a moment. I'm gonna have to back out here, so I'm gonna need my team to drop a heal either on me or to keep our team alive. Gonna go ahead and put the Snowflake on Flo, and I need healing. I'm just gonna pop this to give myself some healing over time, since we do have the mission area here. I'm gonna try not to take too much focus onto myself. So it's going to be spider time on the point now. Diving onto the point is going to be a basic death sentence, but with co-op time coming in, we know that we're going to have a safe place to stand, and there's not really too much they can really do about that. So as long as we stand inside of the co-op time ultimate, we will be safe and sound, putting in this high damage on the enemy team while we try to force them off the point. We're saving our ultimate here. We're gonna have a Jeff ult coming out. Jeff is about to ult. And he does. And it's now time that I jump onto the point. I think Jeff has both of our tanks. No, okay. That's gonna be the W. That was a super easy round. What the hell? Thor died at the very beginning, but aside from that, we just held everybody back. They have very ineffective DPS as well. You notice three deaths for 2 of their 3 DPS. Somebody says rip Scarlet ult. Yeah, dude. I mean, the Scarlet ult was ripped from the jump, so there's no worries there. I want to make sure that Flo has my Snowflake. Here you are, sir. That way I can heal him while I'm healing other people. Flo says, I was just chasing Jeff around for half of that, stopping him from healing. You know, stopping Jeff from healing takes out 50% of their ability to support. We got both healers on the enemy team are Fatty Matty. We got Fatty with an F and Fatty with a PH. I wonder if they're both named Matt. I hope they are. And I hope, like, one of them is incredibly swagged out and the other one is a big dude. You know, that would be ideal for this naming convention. Alright, gonna use my speed to get to the... What do you guys call this? Like, the side corridor? You always break the side corridor here first. And you see, are they coming from there or are they coming forward? Got the Thor is going too deep now. And I'm not going to be able to save him if he takes too much damage. Thankfully, I was able to. We're waiting for a DPS ultimate to come and hit us. And then I will be... popping my Luna Snow ult. Got my finger on the trigger there for it. Putting a little bit of damage on there, Captain America, trying to keep ours alive in the process. We do not have the point yet, so we got to be careful about playing in places that are not the point. Want to keep Thor and Moon Knight even alive if we possibly can. Thor already dead there. Backing out with Flo, trying to keep him up. Drop a couple of heals on him. I'm getting line of sighted a little bit here. We just want to be careful about where we go. Try to keep this Moon Knight alive. We have the Punisher turret now on point. So we're going to pop the Luna Snow ultimate here. And in doing so, we're going to keep everybody alive. We need somebody up top damaging this Punisher ultimate, or turret here. There we go. Got the Thor went up and took care of the Punisher, which saves us from a lot of heartache. Just gonna kill the Loki clones because they are important to take out there. Gonna drop a freeze down for their team. Hopefully I can actually get somebody with it. It doesn't look like I did, but they now have 2 Captain Americas going ham. Got their Loki on the enemy team, has copied a Captain America and is now using the ultimate as a pseudo support ult. Popping the shift here to give myself some cleave ability while I try to keep Flo alive. Unfortunately, Thor goes down in that moment. We just need to get together. We have a Cloak and Dagger ultimate to advance on this point. What we need is a Storm ult to be able to finish off the enemy there. I'm just gonna move in a little. Don't want to be caught in this. Don't want to be caught in this hallway while the pure chaos comes out. Tossing a little bit of damage out their way. Got Flo going in with the ultimate. We're just gonna walk in his after image. We're gonna stand in Flo's shadow here, as it were. Got the co-op time ultimate coming out. Gonna make sure that we are standing in it, trying to keep the team up. In this moment, it's time for us to put damage in on the Punisher. I'm going to die here. There's nothing I can do about this. I will not live through this. But I did get their Loki down, which means that we traded my healing for their Loki's healing, and this should be us taking the point pretty easily. Flo, we've got a Captain America on point, who is killing your support. I'm on my way back now. Gotta get the... Okay, that's gonna be the L there. I can't save them, so it's time for me to leave. Just gotta get back with the team. We're gonna group up. We got time. We got time. We got a Storm ult, and we have a Thor ult to walk in on this point here. That's very sad for our team, but as long as here we go. We're pushing up, we're pushing up to the point here. Everybody on point. There we go. Got the Luna Snow ultimate, keeping the whole team alive. And we're gonna use this to take the point back here. I'm gonna get my Snowflake on Flo when I see him. There we go. Snowflake is up on the Captain America, so we can heal him while we're healing everybody else. He's gonna go ahead and take the Captain America ultimate again. And with the... What's her name? With the Scarlet Witch on me, this is gonna be sketchy for me. Unfortunately, the Scarlet Witch took me out. Hopefully we can get that Scarlet Witch down, and then we'll be able to keep the point here. We have the Cloak and Dagger ult coming online again, and she died before she could hit it. That's very unfortunate. That would have been a game changer for us to have saved the point. This is the moment where we lose it. We lose this round. It is what it is. I'm just going to leave so I don't take an unnecessary death, because there's nothing we can do. Had the Cloak and Dagger lived long enough, we would have been able to have secured that round. I already said it a few weeks ago, but I love how everyone is veteran fighters, and then there's Luna Snow dancing. Yo, Luna Snow has an interesting kit. I think that her abilities obviously are ridiculously strong, but that being said, in her ultimate, when she's just like dancing around, she kind of looks a little ridiculous. You know what I mean? She kind of looks a little bit silly. We need for me to swap now. We have a rocket already. We have a Punisher now. We have a, oh, that's not good. Okay, so one of our DPS swapped over. We need a different tank. That is not the tank we needed. That is not what I was going to say. But, you know, potentially we get a lot of value out of this. We'll see. I need to put now, the Snowflake needs to go on to the Iron Man because I'm not going to be able to heal him from the sky. And he's just going to take tons of damage if he's in the wrong place. Put some damage in on him. But I'm not going to sacrifice myself for the Iron Man. I can't afford it. We can get this Captain America down. And unfortunately, the team up there is going to take out our squad. I want to get the heal up on Flo if I can. Looks like Flo's going to heal himself there. We've got our Penny Parker is up in a crazy place. Producing no value for the team. We're going to support our Punisher as best as we can. Unfortunately, he died pretty quickly there. Stood in front of a Punisher turret while he was also dying. Time to damage up on this Punisher turret. I died. That's my own fault. I got killed by the Scarlet Witch, but still. Oh, we're taking the point here, so this is good. Got Flo using Rocket there. Keeping our team up. Best as we can. It would be good if we comboed the Rocket Raccoon ultimate with the Punisher ultimate. Right now, we don't have a Punisher ultimate to look forward to. We just want everybody dealing damage to their Captain America now. We want to kill their respawn beacon before they have a chance to use it. There we go. We have Loki on point. Loki on point. And he left. Good. I need to get a snowflake on somebody. I'm going to put it on the Punisher for now. Who do we have? We have a Moon Knight and a Namor. We don't need a Namor, but he's not a bad DPS to have. Just going to miss every shot for a few seconds on this Punisher in front of us. Gonna use my shift ability to get me some cleave heals through the team and through the enemy there. I don't want to be held off by the Scarlet Witch, and so I need to break line of sight with her and immediately get this health pack. Unfortunately, I just wasn't able to. The Scarlet Witch is targeting me, and when she does, it can be difficult for Luna to be able to beat that with her automatic damage there. We do have a lot of time, though, so let's group up.
Be careful over here.
Group up. And the Penny Parker is determined to die. Determined to die immediately. Going in with no support, going in with no DPS behind her. She's gonna stand in front of the choke point there. That's really unfortunate. The squirrels can be killed, but if they target you, there's a good chance that you end up going down. Need to actually get some doing something here. Doesn't look like that's going to happen here. Need to group up then. We have time for one more push if we can stay alive and get back together. Again, time for one more push. I'm about to have ultimate. We got the Scarlet Witch ult out of the way. I want to get this heal up on our Penny Parker. Gonna put it now on Moon Knight. This is the moment. Push forward, push forward, push forward to the point. Everybody needs to push into the point, and unfortunately we didn't. And that was our moment to have done it. That was the only moment to have moved forward there. The Penny Parker was a terrible pick for trying to save our team and win the game. I don't know what they were thinking, bro. But, you know, it is what it is. We were in there. We had a ton of healing. You know, an absolute ton of healing. Good game to the enemy team. The Penny Parker was our Thor originally. Then decided to go Venom. And then, for whatever reason, they were like, yo, Penny. Let's be Penny. Let's make the only tank Penny Parker. And if you guys were here for last Friday's show, I did a full Penny Parker stream. Step on This returned from our Destiny 2 days. And I played Penny Parker all day. It was really fun. It was a super good time. That being said, she's not that good, man. She's not that good as the sole tank. As the only tank, I would not recommend her. We needed our other support player to have stayed as Cloak and Dagger, so that I could have swapped over to Hulk, and then we would have had the Iron Man Hulk team up. That would have been huge, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Got two people who want to play Star-Lord in this game. Got a Cloak and Dagger, potentially. We have a Punisher. Flo's gonna play Jeff the Landshark, maybe? Question mark? Let's see, we got the team locking in. I need to know who this last party member is going to play. Hulk. And with Hulk, with 2 support, we have a...
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I think it would be beneficial to have the combo with Rocket. Hulk is actually a pretty strong main tank. And this will give us the healing that we need to sustain when Flo goes and uses his Jeff Ultimate to eat the enemy team. We should have the support to sustain through the enemy's damage.
Starts in 5,
Gonna drop the BRB beacon here.
2,
Give my team a quick little chance to snag a couple of health packs. And then we're gonna be full-on heals until they do something stupid like getting up in our face.
vehicle to its destination.
I'm gonna toss the beacon here. Just gonna use that to get out of the way. Throw the beacon back into the spawn. Start tossing out those big heals. Big heals. I can easily help the Punisher out by putting this here for him. Drop the Punisher team up there. Gonna start shredding through this Thor because we have the damage to do so. Same thing with this Venom. We have the damage to do so. Don't worry, Flo, I won't let you die, man. I now need to move the BRB beacon forward, so I'm going to take it back from the spawn. We are constantly reloading, shooting out the walls of the health pack room so that we can be in a good place when we need to be. We have the Winter Soldier on the enemy team there. Thought he was going to be cheeky and come around, try and get a kill on us. We just weren't going to let that happen. We're going to look for a good place to use the Punisher team up. I'm going to shoot a few heals up to our Star-Lord. We got the Venom is here now. So now's a good time to drop the Punisher team up on the squad. Got the Thor is here as well. We're just going to put that big damage in on Thor. And we are rolling them right now, dude. Rolling the enemy team. Let's hope it stays that way, right? Want to get at least one person on the payload, because having one on payload increases its speed by 67%. 2 on payload, and up to 3 is good, but at least 1 is like pretty much mandatory. We do have the Rocket Raccoon ult here, should we need it, but we didn't end up needing it. Just gonna walk back into the spawn to get that instant heal up while I continue to heal our Hulk here. Gonna jump up, toss the BRB beacon right there. Give the squad a chance to engage. Got the Punisher beacon team up ability here. Just gonna use my movement to get out of the way. And we're just gonna kill that Thor. We got the Hulk doing his thing. Gonna use my gentle movement to get out of the way of the Namor ult. And now we are just forcing them backwards. Just forcing them to move. Just get out of our face, dude. We're not playing your game. Not playing this with you. We have our Cloak and Dagger is moving forward with the Hulk. We just want to make sure that Hulk stays in Hulk form as long as possible. Unfortunately, he's down. But we do have a BRB beacon if he dies. I'm gonna go ahead and take back the beacon, actually. Try to heal up our Punisher. And now that we hear the Star-Lord ultimate going off, we're gonna go ahead and put down the big damage. Give him the damage boost there, 40% additional damage on the rocket, or on the Star-Lord ultimate. Destroy this Ankh that they put near the health pack here. There's no reason Hulk shouldn't be in Bruce Banner form, or in Hulk form by now. He's just not effective. And unfortunately, he goes down, bro. What are the chances? Oh, there he goes, there he goes. So we did respawn him with the respawn beacon, which is great. We were able to get some value out of that. Just backing up here, creating space for our team, making sure that our squad stays alive. Now it's time to support the Punisher and just continue to pop as much heals on him as humanly possible. We have multiple support players here to keep our Hulk alive, and I got killed immediately inside of that. I thought I was full health, too. We got a spam over on Twitch. I'm gonna ban you in a moment. Don't worry. Feel free to ban yourself from my squad. I don't want you in here talking about getting viewers for free and stuff like that. I've seen people over Diamond with Rocket having done 0 damage the entire season. Yeah, I saw that too. They made it to 1 above all. Doing 0 damage as Rocket. Very cheeky, you know? Very cheeky. He's an incredibly good support player. But he's also reliant on other people playing the large support ultimates, the sustain ults there. We're just going to drop this down. Give the Punisher what he's looking for in terms of free healing, or free damage even.
Ready to put on a show.
The Punisher did not move forward, and that's totally fine. Unfortunately, we lost our Cloak and Dagger in that. I did get eaten by Jeff, which is fine. I got spat out. Somebody got the respawn from my beacon, so that's great. It's the guy who unbound his primary button. Yeah, he ended up with 22 damage, and then I don't know if you guys know this, but he sent a support ticket into NetEase to try and get them to remove the 22 damage from his account, and they said no. Obviously, they said no. I want to keep the payload moving, but our Hulk is down here, so I want to just be in a place where we keep the payload moving, but also keep our team alive as best as we can. We now have a time to throw the respawn beacon out here, so we're going to go ahead and do it. Respawn beacon is out. We want to support the Punisher while he's using his ultimate, and we were only able to for a second. I'm going to go ahead and get out. It's time for me to get out now. And my team is able to secure the kills on the enemy, and that's going to be the W there. Very easy game. Easy as pie. I think I only had 2 deaths. I only had 1 death, even. Rocket is way easier when paired with Punisher. I think that the Rocket-Punisher combo cannot be overstated in how good it is. When Star and I play together, a lot of times that's what we'll play. And let me tell you, dude, we are a menace to society. Star is crazy good on Rocket. Like, she's in the right places. She's putting out the healing. She's got the respawn beacons up. She knows how to play the character super well. She's a Lord Mantis, but she's on her way to Lord Rocket. And, yeah, dude, she's insane as Rocket, and she keeps me alive through the craziest shit. And then I'll be playing Punisher. I'll pop my ultimate. We'll go in. We'll get a full team wipe. It'll be just me and her. And the combo between Rocket and Punisher is insane. She like I said, she's super good. I couldn't do it without her. So, I died right at the end. Yeah, you died, but it didn't end up mattering. So, I think that was your only death for the game, right, Flo? I'm gonna go ahead and take my achievement here. I guess I'm not. Well, I tried to take my achievement. Aw, thanks, baby. You know I love you, Star. You're amazing. Yeah, the only death you had. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so.
Top-notch team to win this one.
I love Punisher with the Rocket team up. His ability to put out damage is so high. It's crazy. It's crazy how good it is. We already have a Hulk. We've got a Star-Lord. We have a, oh yeah, that's right. I needed to ban this guy. Okay, friend. Get out of my stream and never come back. There we go. He's gone. I hope to see him never. Know what I mean? We need support. Yeah, we need support players. Definitely. 100%. We got flankers here. So, we need support players. I'm going to play Luna so that I can drop the snowflake on our Black Panther. We need another support. That works. That's good. The Rocket is pretty decent here. We can combo his ultimate with the ultimate of Star-Lord. That is fine too. That is also fine.
I got heals if somebody else wants to go back DPS. Oop.
Yeah, I'm totally fine going DPS if we think that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and put the the snowflake on our Psylocke and give her the chance to flank with reckless abandon here. I'm gonna see just kind of see who they have before I decide whether or not we need to go DPS. Okay, so we're getting dove pretty hard in the back line. You thought you did? Did you ban him already? He was still on my restream chat. Potentially he got banned from the Twitch chat and I just didn't see. You did. Got it. Okay. Alright, so... trying to keep Flo alive here. Getting the free healing from the spawn. Nothing wrong with that. Who do we have? We don't have a tank anymore. We need me to play tank. I'll do it.
The time entanglement is a vexing problem.
Big damage on this. Doctor Strange here. No worries. I will play the tank. I will get us forward. Keeping one on payload at least, so that we can advance it faster. I will defend you in the back line from this Captain America as best I can. At the Squirrel Stampede, don't forget to shoot it. Don't forget to shoot it. It dies very easily. Reloading while I stand behind the payload as a piece of cover. Got that damage in on Jeff. Little bit of damage. Not enough to kill him, but enough to force him back. Gonna go behind the Doctor Strange's shield there, putting in my point-blank AoE damage, while the enemy team is trying to keep their Doctor Strange up. I'm just gonna go ahead and stay on the payload, getting that 10 health per second as we are on attack, and it does allow us to sustain a little bit longer. Got this big damage in on this Bucky. I'm gonna press my levitate now, and wait for the team to drop the heals on me. Get myself out of the way of a little bit of that big damage. Get that Doctor Strange out of my face. We have this Bucky still alive here. It's time to push him. We're pushing the Bucky. Good, 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 good. We want 3 on payload now. 3 on. And we're going to get it to the checkpoint faster that way. Did not need to use that support ultimate right there. But as long as we keep 3 on payload, just stay on it. Just stay on the payload. See, because we got sneaky Jeff here trying to come in and steal our payload progress. Yeah, because we need this checkpoint. It is vital that we get this checkpoint. I held up my shield, but whatever. Got the Jeff using his ultimate. Multiple enemies using ultimate at the same time there. Though I may die. We got the checkpoint. That's what matters there. Got that Jeff out of the way. Got their Doctor Strange down. I'm taking big damage from this Captain America. Strange is the character I have the most hours on. Because he allows me to do the things that the team needs most of the time. You know, big damage, big shields, point presence, utility with the portal. Utility with being able to push high ground positions, game-changing ultimate, etc., etc. The list goes on. You know what I mean? He does everything. Does everything, and he does it well. I'm going to hold my 99% here and get back to the payload. I was going to go for a cheeky Eye of Agamotto, but with the team still coming back, I'm going to have to wait a second. Just getting up to levitate out of the way of some of the melee damage that could potentially kill me before I get the heal. I'm gonna get hooked in by Bucky, but I don't think he knows who he's dealing with. See you later, Buckaroo. Time for me to hold the shield up here. We're pushing it forward, but we're not getting too aggressive. Keeping the dark magic charged. Waiting for the moment when the 2 support players are closer together so that I can do one of these. That's their Rocket Raccoon going down. I got tagged by the Immobilized from the Squirrel Girl, but that's not a big deal. Just turn around and put my shield up in front of her so that she can't free damage onto me. That was a solid Eye of Agamotto because I got the enemy support player down, even though Jeff stayed alive. Not a big deal. Again, putting in this big damage. Just being scary right now. I want to engage with Jeff more than I want to engage with Strange here. So I'm just going to chase him around a little bit and force him to play under the ground. And again, we're forcing the payload forward in the process as well. Got the Doctor Strange, or the Captain America even, on the enemy team, kind of running away. Very low health. But I am also getting low. Potentially my death if I'm not careful. Gonna reload behind this piece of cover. With the big ultimates coming out here, it's time to levitate up to the high ground position. We're gonna drop on this health pack, and we're gonna play from here. For the time being, we need to get out and off the points during the Captain America ult, and now I can come back. But I'm waiting for some of the team to come back alive. Gonna peel for our rocket. I need to reload here. This is the moment when we still need to continue backing off, because we need to get more health. And there we go. Time to kill Jeff. We need to kill Jeff if we can. There we go. Beautiful. And now we push forward. Push forward. Putting damage in on Rocket. Pressuring the Rocket so that the Rocket can't just be free. We should have no trouble with this Doctor Strange off in the back line. This is our checkpoint here. Putting the big damage in on the Captain America. Gonna force him to retreat before too long. He either retreats or he dies, you know what I mean? With the Jeff ultimate coming out there, we're gonna wait for him to swallow, and then we're going to jump onto the payload. Kill that Doctor Strange. This is our checkpoint here. There's nothing they can do about it. Putting up my shield while I wait for the heals from the team. Gonna levitate so I can get out of the way of the melee damage. Got these shields up now from our invisible woman. That's nice. That feels good. Kill the squirrels. Kill the squirrels. Just shoot them. Turn around and shoot them. While we have the invisibility. Okay. Well, they got a lot of free value there, but we're right next to our spawn, so it doesn't matter too much. Just backing off. Backing off, getting back up with the team who is just spawning back in. Gonna throw my shield up. This might be my first death since we swapped over to Strange here, but it wasn't. Making sure I'm reloaded before I engage back in with the fight. Again, we're going to engage with this Captain America, forcing him to be dealing with us or dying. We were able to put that big damage in on the Doctor Strange on the enemy team, and that's gonna force him to take that L. Gonna go ahead and kill this Bucky. We want 3 on payload so that we can get it up and around this corner. If we can keep 3 on payload right now, we'll have a much quicker movement of the payload moving forward. I do have my ultimate, so we can use that in a second to get in there and be scary, but we want to get this payload out the door. Just reloading, and now we are staying on it. Just gonna ping the squirrel girl in the corner, because she could potentially put in a lot of damage on our backline if we're not careful in taking care of her. She wants to get away. We're just not gonna let her. Charging up the dark magic now. You can bet that he is going for an Eye of Agamotto of his own. Get ready for it. He's gonna press forward, and he's gonna use it. By the Eye of Agamotto. Doesn't matter that I lost that one, because we have plenty of time. I do need heals here, though. Tried to get myself up and out of the way of the melee damage. Unfortunately, I did not catch the heal until a little bit late. The Jeff saved us from his team's Eye of Agamotto. It's going to be 30 seconds here. Our Rocket goes down. But that's fine. We can still get back up with Rocket. And their Jeff is down as well. So again, totally fine for us, because we are pushing forward, and we are going to force them back off the point. I'm going to use my levitate to get up and out of the way of the squirrel stampede here, so that I'm taking 0 damage from it. I need heals. Need to be... that's unfortunate. Unfortunate, dude. Did our best, though. Some people say The Thing and Human Torch will come out between the 21st and the 28th. That would make sense, considering they said every month and a half. Yeah, that was decent, dude. That was decent. I see the Lord in the corner. Yeah. Reminds me of the GOAT Magneto. Yeah, dude. The Lord Strange, I got that by accident. I tried one stream where I was really focused on it, but other than that, I was mainly just playing him. Only 2 deaths, only 1 as Doctor Strange. Unfortunately, we didn't catch the full W, but if that had been a comp game and they had a second, you know, we had a defense round, we would have held them no problem. Those guys were getting ran by my Doctor Strange play along with our supports. 20,000 healing from the Rocket. Yeah, exactly, dude. Rocket is crazy. He got a small buff this season to his, I believe it was to his healing output, which he did not need. He is very good. He was already very good. And with the buff, now he's just better. You know, now he's just better than he was before, so... The Rocket Raccoon is insane. The longer he lives, the more likely it is that your team will win the game. You notice both Rockets, only three deaths between them. So, that's good stuff. Gonna go ahead, dive back into the next game. Let's see what happens. Their Cap wanted me dead so hard, but he never imagined it would... But he never imagined it... He never managed. There we go. Okay, it's really small, sorry. It was so funny, I just kind of ignored him. The Captain America loves chasing the support around, but he deals such little damage that most of the time he can't really stop them from doing what they want to do anyway, you know? It's very difficult for a Captain America to be able to get in there and 1v1 Jeff the Landshark. He just doesn't have it in him. We could potentially make this work with these 2 tanks that are being selected right here. We need more than 1 support, though. So, we're gonna have to play... I'm gonna have to play support in this game. That's not a big deal. We already have a Luna Snow. And if Flo wants to play Cap, we could potentially make it work with a Captain America, although I would like to see one of our DPS swap to either a tank or a support. That would be ideal for us. But if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. The thing that we need in this game is either a Cloak and Dagger or an Invisible Woman to be able to keep our team alive. We could put the Snowflake on the Spider-Man. I'm going to go ahead and play Cloak and Dagger, I think. This will give us the sustain that we need, the massive amount of zoning potential with her ultimate, and also a little bit of utility. I'm going to move up here. We got to remember that our main tank is the Captain America, so we're not going to be able to do as much backline diving. Going to have to leave that up to our Spider-Man and hope for the best. But that's what the Snowflake is for. That's why you put it on your backline diver to begin with. Gonna swap over to Cloak form, drop the damage wall on them, and potentially get the kill on this Spider-Man. Unfortunately, we were not able to there, but that's okay. Gonna put this heal over time here for our team, get this big wall out for our Hawkeye. Want to make sure that he gets as much sustain as he could possibly get there. Want to keep our Hela alive. Gotta reload here. Sorry, Hela. There is a health pack right next to you, though. Maybe you could grab it. I want to get Flo up. Gonna get him into my line of sight here. Just put that healing in on him. Gotta reload. Not a full heal, but enough. Time to back off. Got their Cloak and Dagger ultimate coming out here. Just gonna use my free movement to get myself out of the way. And now we're going to keep healing up on Flo. Gonna use my right click to keep me alive. Throw the bonus healing wall onto Flo so that we can get extra healing on him. And now it's going to be our time to move forward as soon as we get the team back. With the Squirrel Girl ultimate coming out, it's time to press. We're going to press in on their team. I'm going to put that directly over top of the Penny Parker spider nest so that we can live. And we were able to destroy the nest as well as use the Squirrel Girl ultimate, the chaos that it creates, to take the point there. The idea is to force the support ultimate out, but Rocket has too much sustain, too much self-sustain. Yeah, and mobility, you know? Like, what is Captain America gonna ever do to him? Keeping an eye on our team, we do have that Spider-Man up in the corner there, so we're just gonna ping him. We're gonna throw the heal over time down, and that heal over time alone was enough to keep us alive through the Spider-Man damaging us. Just gonna get up and out of the way here. Try and keep our team alive. Throw the heal over time down for myself. Unfortunately, I was not able to keep a lot of us alive. but that's okay. Gonna put this on Magneto so he can't see me. Gonna use my right click to get myself up and out of the way. Gonna swap back to cloak form, toss the heal over time down on myself, waiting for my team to push the payload forward here. We do actually have to get them off of the payload to be able to get this to work. The Venom from the enemy team here jumping on top of me. So I'm just going to try and keep Flo up while he brawls. Does his brawl thing with Venom there. And our Hela was able to take that Venom out. And I'm going to drop the healing wall onto Flo. And our Squirrel Girl puts in the work there. We want 3 on payload so that we can push it forward as quick as we can. And then we're going to continue to force them back here. I have my Cloak and Dagger ultimate, but I want to wait until they use theirs if possible. They still have one. Yes, they do. They still have a Cloak and Dagger on the enemy team there. So again, I want to wait until they use theirs if I can so that we don't miss out on the potential sustain from this and we can use it to get the checkpoint here. Got Flo is going super deep. And I'm going to try and take the wide angle, get a couple of heals out his way. Unfortunately, I just wasn't able to keep him alive through the damage. We have the ultimates all coming out here. Gonna go ahead and swap over to the cloak form, throw the healing over time down on myself. We know that Spider-Man is diving my backline, which is me and everybody else who is back here. If we get grouped up, he has a much less likely chance of being able to actually kill us. I'm gonna go down there. Unfortunately, that's my first death. We do have the Luna Snow ultimate, which we're just kind of hanging out with. Pedro says, I'm hyped for the Heresy dungeon this Friday. We're going back to Rolk's Pyramid. Yo, I heard about that. I won't play it, but I would love to hear how it is. You let me know. Gotta make sure we're killing that Squirrel Stampede when we see it, because it is killable. Gonna wait and group up with the team here. See if we can't catch a free kill on somebody. Gonna throw the damage wall out. Unfortunately, I got killed by the spam of Squirrel Girl there. I was full health, and until I wasn't, right? It happened super quick. But now that our team is back together, we should have no problem staying alive here. Our Squirrel Girl's down, but that's not a big deal. With one of them down, we want to try and take this moment to press forward best we can. And now we do have the Luna Snow ultimate coming out. We're going to go ahead and drop the damage wall out for our team to give the blind and the additional free damage that it deals. Again, we want to try and use our ultimate to sustain. I'm going to put it directly on top of the spider nest. I want to get everybody into my line of sight that I can here. The Cloak and Dagger was able to use her ultimate again before I was able to use my first one, which means that I'm not using ultimate fast enough. You know what I mean? So I got to use ult a little bit quicker here. Just going to throw that out, get the heals in on our team, get the damage in for our squad. We have Flo is up towards the payload. I'm going to try and get to him, but I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to. We're going to throw the healing over time out to him so that he can brawl with Magneto. And as long as we're brawling, shot calling, we should be in a good place here. Want to get this free damage in on the spider nest while we're pushing the payload forward here. I'm going to go ahead and throw the wall out on the enemy team. Put the healing over time in on our team. Going to use my movement to get myself up out of the Squirrel Stampede so that it can't damage me and I don't have to worry about dying suddenly. I'm getting my team together here, trying to get our Luna Snow alive as best as we can before it gets too hairy here. We want to have this Luna Snow pop ultimate if she can. She is not close enough. Want to use my movement to get up and out of the way. Getting to the high ground position here while we regroup with the squad. Flo is still alive, but I only have 85 hit points here. Going to try and throw some heals his way. But I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to. Yeah, it got eaten by the Squirrel Girl who was next to me, unfortunately. Going to try and get up with the team again. Keeping myself alive. I now have a Cloak and Dagger ultimate here. We can expect that they also have one. Well, when Flo comes back, I'm going to drop behind them and use the Cloak and Dagger ult all around the payload. And this is going to be the moment here where we get the kill on somebody. If I can get the kill on this Mantis, then that would be great. Unfortunately, I just wasn't able to. Going to stand in the after images of Flo running so that we can get the sustain from him. Going to throw out the heal. throw out the heal over time. Hopefully we can get out of the way of the damage that's coming in. Just lots of ultimates going off simultaneously. Our Luna Snow is not generating ult fast enough. I'm not sure what she's doing, but whatever it is, she needs to focus more on pocketing so that she gets an ultimate and gets to use it. This is the final 10 seconds here. Best thing we can do is use our Luna Snow ult. Luna use ult. Luna use ult. Luna use ult. God damn it. Why end the game with it? You know, why end the game with the ultimate? She was, she had 6 deaths as well, so not great. Not great. Only half as much healing as me on Cloak and Dagger, and I held my ultimate for a full 2 fights. Luna Snow could have absolutely won that game for us if she was a little bit more proactive in the amount of healing that she was putting out. But again, what we needed was someone else to go as a support player so that we could have an additional tank in addition to Captain America. Captain America is a good character, but he's not a main tank. And so, like, in kind of like a Thor or like a Venom, like you don't, or like a Penny, you don't want Cap to be the only tank if you can help it. So, if we had gotten somebody else to have gone support, we would have been able to have played Strange or Hulk, and in doing so, enabled that Captain America to do a lot more. We have somebody talking in the voice chat here. Not sure if I'm going to leave him to be able to speak. We'll see. See what happens. We have a Groot. Somebody's locking in on Groot, potentially. So that could be good. Got two DPS players locking in pretty quickly. Pedro says, that reminded me of when Reed, Mr. Fantastic Richards, was the smartest man in the world until he wasn't. Exactly, dude. Until he wasn't. It was all fun and games until he absolutely was not. That was when Tony became a god and made everyone on Earth have his IQ. Reed said he felt dumber. It feels bad. It feels bad, dude. We do have 2 supports here, but with one being Jeff the Landshark and one being Rocket Raccoon, we have no support sustain. Which means that I absolutely have to play a 3rd support. And the best 3rd support to play in this scenario would be Luna Snow. However, there's a lot that this team needs. There is actually a ton that this team needs. I am going to play Luna. And we're going to hope that our DPS can really put out the hurt. This is going to let me put the Snowflake up on our Psylocke while I'm healing up on our Captain America. And hopefully we can keep them alive. Just trying to get practice in on Cap because he's a lot of fun. He is a lot of fun. He's a well-designed character. Just not necessarily the, you know, the tank. I would have loved to have had that Groot in this game, honestly. I want to get over to Flo and get this Captain America healed up. But right now, I need to pop this so that I can get some self-healing here. Get some cleave healing and damage for the team and onto the enemy team as well. Trying to get them a little bit low here. When I start taking some extra damage, as my shift comes off cooldown, I'm going to start throwing out little freezes. Now's a good time. Get out of here, dude. Using my shift here to put in double the support by damaging the enemy and healing the team at the same time. I have one positive point to say about Captain. He's not Black Widow. I think Black Widow is pretty good. I think she carries if you hit your shots. I think she is ass if you are bad. You know? It's like, it's a razor's edge with Black Widow. It's time for me to go here. I'm taking as much healing as I possibly can by giving myself some sustain healing, or some healing over time, I mean. Using my freeze as well as my shift to damage up on the enemy. We're going to save our ultimate for either a Star-Lord ult or a Storm ult because I am the only sustain ultimate on our team. And this also lets me be a little bit more damaging with the enemy.
Fucking domed him.
Doing great here. Doing great. Got the Groot has staggered. We want to kill this Groot. We want to not let this Groot get back to his team. So we're just going to freeze him and make sure that he does not get back to his team. That's a huge stagger. In Overwatch, that would have been the end of an entire fight. But they do have a Doctor Strange here. The only thing about them having a Strange is, do they have the amount of damage necessary to be able to press us back? with a Groot / Strange comp. That Strange is going to have to be good. Remains to be seen. Gonna go ahead and toss the Snowflake out, trying to support our team. Put this Snowflake back up on Psylocke. She must have died at some point. We're waiting for the sound of the legendary. As soon as we hear legendary, it's time to ult. Don't want to use it. We got somebody on point. Somebody on point. Got an Adam Warlock here. This is the moment. Yeah, we win this push just solely on the fact that I am inside of the Luna Snow ultimate. Denying all of the value, 100% of the value of the Star-Lord ult there. Now we're gonna keep this Doctor Strange at bay. Put in that damage on him. Keep myself alive. All we need to do at this moment is kill things that are not inside of the Cloak and Dagger ultimate. This is a lot of damage coming onto our team, though. Gonna try and keep myself up, and unfortunately, I just wasn't able to. But we're doing good. Yeah, I don't think Black Widow is the worst character in the game. I actually think Scarlet Witch is the worst. Just based solely on her, her primary fire deals a very small amount of damage, and her ultimate is trash. Black Widow, with a damage boost, is actually pretty solid. I'm getting some heals over time on myself here. Want to get a Snowflake up on someone so that I can get that free healing out. This is a good moment to be healing and damaging at the same time. We're going to go ahead and kill their Moon Knight there. Again, we got the Eye of Agamotto coming in hot. I was going to freeze him. I missed the freeze, but thankfully we got him dead anyway. Was able to get their Cloak and Dagger down. The Psylocke on our team able to get down the rest of their players. This Groot is getting staggered, so we're good there. Put this right here for a moment. Now put it back on our flanker.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Gonna go ahead and press shift, because I am taking a lot of damage, to not only give myself some free healing over time, but also be able to damage up on their team through my enemies, or through my teammates. I'm getting line of sighted by Flo a little bit. He's a little too far deep. Just gonna bang. Gonna pop this. We're just gonna press in on them. Pressing in on them, killing Groot, killing Adam Warlock. Kill this Adam Warlock. Just gonna force him to use all of his cooldowns, or else, you know what I mean? It's now time for us to disengage. We can expect the Star-Lord ult will be coming here in just a second, but we did have somebody on our team DC, our Rocket Raccoon even, going in and getting the DC on us. Unfortunate. Jeff went all the way into their spawn to spit them forward. We just leave at this moment. We just leave. We just don't fight into this at all. And we just leave. Anybody who dies, dies. Not a big deal. Try and keep Flo up here. Flo, I can't see you. Yeah. There we go. Cool. Damage in on Penny Parker. Gonna use my movement to get myself back. Didn't end up actually needing my movement. My last 2 ranked games have had Magic on the other team with 60 kills. Jesus Christ, bro. I'm gonna pop this. Give myself that sustain healing. And I'm still gonna go down. But the moon was haunting me anyway, so. The entire team said no dancing and locked in on killing me. They did. They did.
Mang.
I'm back in the fight.
We're down a support player. Just a heads up.
There's still a chance.
They DC'd.
We'll replace them.
We got a, somebody new has joined the game. Got an Adam Warlock now. Again, not a great support. For this moment, I would have rather have had most support other than Adam. But that's okay. Get the Snowflake up on our Psylocke. Psylocke, come here. There we go. So that I can keep her alive. Time to start cleaving. By putting this cleave damage in here, we're able to keep the team up and generate a ton of ultimate charge. while the entire enemy team is standing right in front of me. That's gonna give me... That's gonna give me the freedom to pop ultimate during the next Star-Lord ult. I need to back off. Give myself that damage over, that healing over time. This is gonna be the moment when he pops legendary. This is when I would do it anyway. Alright, time to use the Captain America ult. Time to use the Captain America ult to give us the free sustain. Using it just like a support ultimate, any other support ult. Stepping in the after image because it gives a ton of bonus health. Jeff the Landshark down again. Unfortunate. Trying to keep Flo alive here, but he is getting heavily damaged from the enemy in their spawn. And we do have a Penny Parker behind us. Gonna pop my freeze there so that I can get the healing over time while we try to engage with them. Again, just waiting for the moment when he pops legendary, and then I'm just gonna stop him from doing anything with it. I was literally saving my ultimate just for that. Right, and the Luna Snow ult lasts longer than legendary lasts, so no big deal there. We do have the walls coming up from Groot, though. We have the massive amount of damage coming in from Moon Knight. I am down. Save them from that. Only for them to die immediately after. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. We have an Iron Fist. Our new player who joined after the DC is playing Iron Fist.
Only 60 seconds left.
Hopefully he gets a lot of value on that character. He is 4-2, so he's doing his best, that's for sure. Our Psylocke, like I anticipated, is slaying out. We did get Groot to waste his ultimate there, though, so that could be huge. With Psylocke down, I'm going to go ahead and put the Snowflake onto our Captain America, because that's going to give us a ton of freedom to be able to start damaging people as well as healing others. I got swallowed by our Jeff, but Jeff also swallowed their entire team, basically. I'm now going to put this damage in on the Adam Warlock here. Free damage. Was able to get their Cloak and Dagger down. Putting this freeze out. Using our Captain America ultimate again, like a support ultimate. I have nothing to stop this Star-Lord yet. There we go, Star-Lord goes down. We've got a Groot up, so again, this is a good chance for me to start putting in the damage with my shift ability. Get that Adam Warlock out of my face there. I don't know what he thought was going to happen, but I'm sure it wasn't that. The moon is haunting us. I would anticipate the Cloak and Dagger ult to come out here any second. And that's the game. I still had my ultimate in case we needed it. Moon Knight attacking Moonchild. Traitor. He was a traitor, bro. This is traitorous behavior on his part. Really good team here. I'm just gonna hype Adam up, because it's rare that you see the support player get the MVP, but even more rare that you see a support player who was once playing Black Widow get the MVP. Know what I mean? That's good stuff, dude. It's good stuff, man. We all did really well. Captain America, Flo playing Captain America, blocked a ton of damage. He was able to survive for a super long time. Both of us in here, 25-3. You know, when the gang gets back together, the enemy falls over like the bowling pins they are. I say as I put us into what will inevitably be a complete shutout on behalf of the enemy team, just absolutely murdering us, you know? It's crazy when, like, a single player carries the game so hard that you can notice it. In that game, we didn't have that. But going back to Shaquille's comment from earlier, that is absolutely what was happening in his games. You know, you had the 60 kill magics in ranked, slaying it. We have a Jeff the Landshark, we have a Rocket Raccoon. Both of those are fine, but that means that I need to play a Luna to be able to give us a sustained support ultimate. And in that way, not only will we have enough healing, but I'll be able to deal some damage. There were a few there where I just wasn't taking damage, pushing them back into spawn. The heals were crazy. Yeah, dude, we were on that shit, bro. We were on it. I got the team up with Jeff here. which gives Jeff the freezing bubbles, which slow people on the ground. That can be helpful.
30 seconds before you attack.
With the triple support comp, not only do we have a ton of healing, which is going to be great for our 2 melee dive characters, but we also have the damage amp for the Star-Lord ultimate, and we have my ultimate, which will deny any of their DPS value, ideally. And then I can toss the... Where are you, Magic? I could toss the Snowflake onto our Magic to give us that extra sustain when she goes deep. I want to be healing Flo, ideally, as Captain America, and damaging where I can, as well as keeping our Magic alive by killing them. Healing our team, healing Magic in the process, killing them, and sometimes that is more important, is helping your teammate get the kill rather than healing them. Just depends. It's situational, and it's important to understand the nuance of it. Just gonna put that there. Gonna back up into the spawn so that I get full heals. Was able to freeze their Penny Parker, as well as use my shifts to get a ton of ultimate charge on the enemy who are all stacked up there. Again, we're pushing them forward. We're pushing them forward now, making sure that we have at least one on payload as we press forward around this corner. Want to get damage into this squirrel girl while we're pressing up. And unfortunately, I went down, but it is what it is. We have our rocket already 72% to his ultimate. 85, 87, 89, 90. A massive amount of sustain coming out from the Rocket Raccoon there. I am running into this back line here so I can keep our squad alive. Gonna go ahead and pop the cleave to get the heals in for our team. Get the damage up on their squirrel girl. And that will help us stay alive for a while longer. Going to try to keep Flo up, and unfortunately I just wasn't able to with the massive amount of damage coming in on him. Again, it's time for us to back off here, create space so that we can keep ourselves alive and not stagger while we wait for Flo to come back from the respawn. Gonna freeze the enemy Penny Parker. Couldn't remember her name for a second. I could have just said tank. I'm sure you would have figured it out, but you know. Got Flo is now on the Hulk. A very strong team up. Very strong combo even with other melee characters because Hulk can use Gamma Shield to ward off the magic and prevent them from taking too much damage. We have the Born Again coming out from there, Adam Warlock. Just gonna go ahead and pop the heal here. Keep Flo alive and give our magic a chance to come in and deal her, deal her damage. Not a lot of opportunities for the enemy team to DPS ultimate us in this comp, so we don't have to worry too much. This would be the one where we would have had to have worried, but instead of being in a place where she can kill us, we're just gonna get out of the way. Nah, dude, tank must be Star-Lord. It always was. The Star-Lord tank is super clutch because his head hitbox is so small, or something. Now we're popping shift here, trying to get the cleave damage on their team, while also putting damage in on the enemy. Trying to freeze up on the Squirrel Girl. Unfortunately, I missed. That's okay. Just want to get up with the team here. I think we need one more DPS. In addition to what we already have, we need somebody getting kills, because it feels like on our team we're not getting many. I'm trying to heal you, but there's only so much I can do. We have the ultimate coming out here. I'm going to try and use this moment to destroy their spider nest, and I was able to do so. Going to get the healing over time for myself and freeze the Penny Parker in the process. Super clutch freeze on my part. Not to pat my own back, but it definitely was. And unfortunately, I just go down there from the massive damage from the right click of the Adam Warlock. No big deal. Going to put the heal over time on our team. Use the healing over time from my freeze ability there. Want to try and get this magic alive. Backing out a little bit, just conceding ground some here. Big damage, big play there from our Jeff the Landshark. Unfortunately, he has nowhere to spit the people he just ate, so inevitably he's just going to go down. But I am able to destroy the Penny Parker's entire hit point pool in the meantime while we go in. And even though I died, I get respawned by the respawn beacon. They are also going to be respawning here, so something to think about. We want to wait for the Hela to pop ultimate, because that is going to be the scariest thing here for us right now. I need to stay alive in the process, though, and keep everybody up as long as I can. Got the snowflake out for our magic, and now we're pushing them back. We want to get this Hela dead so that she can't pop ultimate during this push. That gives me a chance to save my ult for a more important time. I can't see Flo where he's at, but he does have the rocket with him, giving him a little bit of support there. We have the magic is getting very low. I'm going to go ahead and try and get her up. Going to go ahead and toss out the freeze, give myself the healing over time, and potentially freeze anybody who is in the way. Now it's time to pop the shift so that I can get the cleave damage in, get the big cleave damage in. We want to have an ultimate, DPS ultimate come out from our team here. We may not end up needing it after all. Didn't need it at all. Just got to get this Black Panther down and out of the way, and we are going to be good to go. And there we go. Black Panther goes down. Our Jeff the Land Shark also dead, but not a big deal. Got the Hela here. Going to try and keep our Star-Lord alive. He just took too much headshot damage too quickly. It is what it is there. It's time to kill this Hela. She's in a bad place. She overextended. We don't let her survive this. She goes down. That's a good stagger. I'm now going to get this Rocket Raccoon alive. I'm going to pop the bubble from our Jeff the Land Shark to get me moving forward a little bit faster here. Gonna now toss out the freeze early so that I can get myself the healing over time, put it on cooldown while we're waiting for everybody to come back. With Spider Time coming out here, this is a good time for me to pop my ultimate, but I'm not going to just yet. I've got the Squirrel Stampede. Now's the time. Whether they like it or not, I'm popping ult here. Squirrel Stampede not going to be killing us today. I'm just going to go ahead and take this point. This is ours. This is ours now. Got 2 seconds left on my ultimate. Now it's time to back off. Going to go ahead and freeze up on the Penny Parker. Going to get her down. Going to get Flo alive as he is in his Bruce Banner form. Not going to let him die if we can help it. Going to get this damage up on this Black Panther, and we are able to kill him. Pressing the payload forward here. I want to get this Snowflake on magic. She already had it good. She's still alive from the last time. Got to keep paying attention to that and keeping an eye on that. Pedro, it was good to see you, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out today. I hope that you had a good time. I know I did. And I hope to see you soon, man. Time to back out here. Got a minute and a half. We have plenty of time to back out and away from this Hela ultimate. No reason to throw away our life and fight her while she is in it, because it only lasts for 8 seconds, so plenty of time to get out and run away. It's now time for me to generate some more value by tossing out the shift heals. Got my healing over time going, but unfortunately I am now very low. Gonna get our rocket alive, wait for our team to regroup, and it's now, we are looking at the ultimates here. We want to combo Star-Lord and Rocket ult. Let's wait for Star-Lord to come back. Gonna put this healing on the Star-Lord right now so that we can combo the Star-Lord ult here. Want to get him alive for as long as possible. Unfortunately, our rocket goes down there. We don't have time to waste, though. Star-Lord, go ahead, baby. I got you. That's fine. Lots of damage coming out for our team. Gonna pop the shift here because we are taking a ton of damage from the Penny Parker mines as she tries to throw them into our face. And while we were not able to get the value out of that ultimate like we wanted, that could be okay as long as I can stay up. Only 10 seconds left. Want to keep this Rocket Raccoon alive here. I'm going to save my ultimate. Try and get this damage in on this spider nest while we press it forward as quickly as we can. As quick as we can here. Quick as we can. Yeah, we're just not going to deal with them. We're not going to allow them to live and stop our push. Gonna keep Flo alive. Flo, just stay close to the payload. Stay close to the payload so that I can heal you. And then in this way, he'll be able to get back into his Hulk form here. Need to generate as much healing over time for myself as humanly possible. Got Flo back in his Hulk form here. We did lose our Star-Lord, but that's okay. Not gonna be a big deal as long as we get this Penny Parker down, and we did. I need heals, I need heals. Oh no. Unfortunate. Down to just our... Oh, Flo. Oh, it was so close. Unfortunate, man. Unfortunate. Very close game. Super close. Our team was putting out those kills. And I think that we were also very solid in our heals that we put out. Between the three of us, we were able to generate, what is that? Almost 40,000 healing compared to the 23,000 of the enemy team. Unfortunately, we just needed the... we needed to stay alive in that last fight. We just didn't quite stay alive long enough. I never played Hulk, but Cap was completely countered. Yeah. Cap and melee heroes in general are hard countered by Penny Parker, because Penny Parker can set up massive burst damage areas with her spider nest and her mines. She can hard counter anybody who is like who is a melee-based character. So when you have a Penny a Penny on the other team, it's good to go either Magneto or Strange, because that way you can use your poke damage, like Sigma from Overwatch. You can use your poke damage and your abilities to kill the spider nest and not be in the place where her spider mines are. But Hulk is always a good pick. He is never a bad tank. He's really strong. He has tons of ability to get in, brawl with the enemy. He can deal a lot of damage. In his ultimate, his ranged attack has a 1 second cooldown and deals a large, extremely large amount of damage. You can see he basically 2-hits a Punisher there, and with any additional damage boost, you will 2-hit the squishy characters. Hulk is really good, but Penny Parker hard counters melee guys, so it's tough. You know, it's tough out there. Ah, man. I love the team play that we're able to pull off here, Flo. God, I missed playing with you, dude. It hasn't been the same, Flo. It hasn't been the same without you. We got a Punisher. We have a Scarlet Witch. We got Flo potentially going Adam Warlock here. The Adam Warlock pick is great for a triple support when he's the third support, but struggles in his ability to keep the team alive, and with no sustain ultimate, the team will often die to the large DPS ultimates of the other team. I need to see what Tsunami Zach decides to play, and I can choose based off of that. If Tsunami Zach plays a support character, then I can go tank. If he does not play a support character, then I have to go support. And in this game, Rocket Raccoon would be good for the team up with Punisher. There's also a strong team up between that is not good. That is not good. That is not the tank we want to see, right? And we're attacking. There's no place for a Penny Parker in this game. Just no place. Yeah, we do. And a different tank. Hulk, Strange, or Mag.
Battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2.
As a main tank.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I mean, playing Penny on attack, not a great choice, but I'll do my best for you, man. I played this game for many hours, Tsunami Zach. I would argue that it's impossible for you to have as many hours in this game as me. Not fully impossible, but basically impossible. Like, look at how much value this guy's getting. He's creating 0 space. All of the space that we currently have is because the Punisher is in turret form. Put the freeze in on this Magneto. We need more damage as well. We need our damage characters out here doing damage. I bet you at the end of this game, I'm going to check Tsunami Zach's career profile. I'll bet you he's a silver player. Because there are certain places where a Penny Parker can work on attack. But it requires the right team comp to go with it. I was able to get their Jeff down. Sometimes I have to be the DPS, you know? Flo and I experienced this a lot in our days together, where we were both playing support and we just had to be the DPS. This is Penny trying to get value on her character pick, doing her best to do something. Just gonna use my heal over time here to get myself some heals. Now with the Scarlet Witch here, I would not be surprised. Yes, bro. We eliminated his ultimate. Let's go, dude. Again, I'm gonna check Tsunami Zach. Tsunami Zach has 0 fucking kills, bro. 0 kills. And he's the one that we're supposed to be counting on to be the tank. Anyway, I'm gonna check his profile after this. I guarantee he's like a silver player. gonna go ahead and start cleaving up on Hulk. Gonna body block him. With the Squirrel Stampede coming in, I want to get out of that little room, because that little room is death for us while the Squirrel Stampede is coming out. With the Fear Magneto coming, gotta try and get our Punisher up. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to. Just took too much damage there. Toss that out. Give myself some healing over time because I'm not gonna be doing too much for myself. Pop my shift right as I'm about to get swallowed by Jeff, because that gives me healing over time while I'm inside Jeff's mouth, and that can potentially save me. Now I need to use my speed to be able to get back to the point quickly. And unfortunately, everyone died, so I want to get this Punisher alive. I want to be able to put my healing snowflake on somebody. Can I please get the fast jump? A good jump, thank you. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna put the snowflake on our Star-Lord. Is he doing work? No, it's actually, ironically, it's our, I'm gonna die here. There's nothing I can do if he pushes me. Got a Magneto pushing my shit in right now. Whatever, here we go. Pushing them back a little bit, pushing them back a little bit, pushing them back. Okay, now I'm putting the snowflake on our, Scarlet Witch so that she can get the healing. She is the one who's doing the most work for our team here. Trying to keep our Venom up. Unfortunately, he's just taking too much damage. It's common for Venoms not to understand how to play the character. And to play him is to be flirting with death at any moment. We got Tsunami Zach now swapped over to Doctor Strange. Great. Much better. I'm going to go ahead and get the heals in on him as best I can. Unfortunately, there's just too much damage. Just going to let him know. Someone on our team says, y'all scared. We're not scared. I'm just playing intelligently. Yes, we need to group up. He's saying retreat, but what he means is group up. This damage in on Hulk. Get him out of Hulk form. And in doing so, that's going to make us a lot better off. Want to get this team together here so that I can get more of them in my heals. I'm just going to separate from them so that I don't die. Froze that Jeff in place, and that's going to be the triple kill that we needed to be able to push the payload. Let's get 3 on payload if we can, and then that way we can press it faster. The more we have on it, the faster it goes, up to 3. The Strange is playing good. Strange is playing well here. Waiting for the legendary, which we can expect any moment here. We have him inside of his cocoon, so we want to be careful of up there. Okay, so we're just going to leave now. Start pushing the payload forward. And we were able to get the checkpoint there. We should have no trouble killing this Hulk. Unfortunately, I go down there, but that's okay. Keeping our eye on the team, that's the important thing.
I'm making a comeback.
Alright, I want to get my snowflake onto somebody that needs it. For now, that's going to be Strange. Even though he's the front, I don't have anybody else really to put it on. Tried to get that heal on her, but can't heal her while she's phased.
I was worried.
Venom is going in here. We want to press forward and get the big heals on Venom. Tossing out my snowflake so I can get the big heals on myself. Healing over time. It's going to come in clutch.
I am ready
Yo. Hey, I'm putting on a show here. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm putting on a show. Kill Star-Lord? What? How is he still alive, dude? I'll do it myself. That the Star-Lord came back there. Getting this healing over time on myself so that we can continue to engage. Need to move. That's the sound of it going down, so we're good. Time to shift. Cleave through them, deal damage to the enemy, as well as heal the team. It's gonna be the moment where we need to disengage. It's time to back off. Yeah, we need to leave. We need to leave. Trying to get away with my healing over time. I was able to. Nice. We do have the Captain America on me here.
You should be playing shuffleboard, old man.
We have Star-Lord on our team using ultimate. Gonna be super important that we keep him alive as long as we can. Getting back to the point, keeping the Star-Lord, giving the Star-Lord the snowflake there. We're gonna eat the Hulk during his Hulk smash. We can just go ahead and put him way back in the back line, and that will get him out of the fight for at least a few seconds there. We have the... Damn, I pressed ultimate too. I pressed ultimate. That's okay.
Someone needs a snowball in the face.
Just telling them to save their ults. I'm on my way with mine. We're gonna have no problem getting them dead.
Strong together. 30 seconds.
I froze that Hulk.
Finding our face so much.
Do we still have a Venom? We do. I don't know why our Doctor Strange is opening a portal and not fighting on the point.
Final 10 seconds.
We're gonna give him a chance, though. I see. I did get swallowed there. Just contest as long as you can. Contest, contest. Tossing out my freeze so I can get some healing over time on myself. Putting out the cleave here so that I can deal that damage to the enemy. Again, freeze. Deal as much damage as we possibly can. As much healing as well. And unfortunately, I go down to the spam of the Scarlet Witch there. Very close game. Close game, dude. Close game. Strong healing from our team. Yeah, good game, Tsunami Zach. Some say Scarlet Witch is still running. I don't know what that's about, but sure. Okay. I said I would do it, and now I have to do it. Let's look at the rank of Tsunami Zach, who told me no, we didn't need a Doctor Strange until he eventually took the Doctor Strange and decided that that is, in fact, what we needed. Let's see. Tsunami Zach, what rank are you? Silver 3, baby. Oh my god, who can call it, dude? I am so good. I am so good. Venom was pro at breaking your line of sight. Venom is a tough character to play, dude. Tough to get value on Venom, especially when you don't have a mostly melee-based team. See, this guy also probably... I'm going to say this guy either doesn't play comp or is also in silver. Bronze 3, has not played comp. Yeah, so this is just a classic case of not understanding. So Venom is really good with a melee team. He's good with a team up with Spider-Man. He's good with other flankers that can go in with him. He needs people to go in with him to not only take some of the pressure off of him, but also be able to follow up on the damage that he deals, because it's not really enough damage to kill anyone, kind of similar to Captain America in that way. It's not really enough damage to kill anybody, but it is enough to pressure them and heavily pressure them. He can very easily get in and be scary to support players. He can get into the backline and be scary to the backline DPS players, but he needs somebody else there to follow up on those kills. Otherwise, he kind of just fails. And like similar to some of the other characters, like Captain America to a lesser extent because he does have a shield, but like Thor and Penny Parker, like he doesn't have anything to absorb damage. He just has a health bar, and I talked about this before, but it's not as good as the Hulk's health bar, which is like one health bar to another health bar. Then you got Bruce Banner's health, and it just keeps cycling. Venom's sustain is bonus health, which decays rapidly after like 5 seconds. So there's only so much you can do with him.
Pick your hero.
A different tank would have been better.
I'm not judging.
Like in that game, if we had a Hulk and a Strange, I think we would have won. Because not only the team up between them, but the ability to get in there and deal the damage when he could as Hulk, in addition to his massive amount of health and being able to shield the Doctor Strange would have been huge. Would have been huge. Okay, so I need to play tank now. This is not great. This is not great at all. Although, potentially could be pretty good. I'm gonna play Hulk
Get ready.
because Hulk plus Iron Fist plus Captain America is a lot of melee damage. And then they probably won't be dealing with our Moon Knight. So he'll be able to throw Onks into the middle of us. And while they're busy focused on the fact that they're surrounded by big dudes. Okay, so now we have a Magneto. See, if I'd have known they were going to play Magneto, I probably wouldn't have played Hulk.
3, 2,
Do I swap to a damage character?
all you need to do is capture the
Tough.
area.
I think I'm going to stay as Hulk. Because I don't trust Magneto to be good. Doing some jump in, punch out the window. Because fuck their window, right? Got our support is behind here. Have a Hulk on the enemy team. And a Doctor Strange on the enemy team. One of our support already down. It's time for me to go. Just charging up my jump, making sure that it stays charging. Have the Punisher turret here. I'm just gonna drop down onto it, start dealing damage to it. Now it's time for me to go. Jump back up to the high ground. Jump down onto the Black Panther here. Start putting in that damage to him. I need a health pack or a heal. I think both of our support players are on their way back from spawn. There's our Jeff down there. I think it's time for me to take the point. Both our support players are on point now. This Hulk understands when it's time to go and when it's time to engage. But I'm just going to not let him be in Hulk form. Toss the Gamma Shield up on myself so that I can damage up on him and stop him from being able to survive. Gonna dive out, body block the doorway from the Cloak and Dagger there. Now it's time to get up onto the Doctor Strange and start punching him in his face over and over again. It's time to start punching Jeff until he leaves. He's either gonna leave or die, bro. Same thing with this guy. He's either gonna leave or die. Now it's Strange's turn. He's either gonna leave or die. Time to jump. Yep. Big damage coming in for the heal. Body blocking this Hulk from his healers. Jumping onto them. Forcing her to die. We have a Jeff behind us, which we're going to try to body block. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to body block Jeff. That's totally fine. They are on the point now, so we do need to retreat. Probably the Hulk and Black Panther. Oh, it's a Venom now. He's a Venom. Gotta try and stay inside of the co-op time so that we can engage with them while also having all of the sustain that we need. Their Strange even is the one who swaps to the Venom pick. Terrible, terrible choice. Never a good call. Swapping from Strange to Venom, unless your team needs the Spider-Man team up, zero reason to play to play Venom over a Strange. Keeping an eye on our team's kill feed here. Gonna use my shield. Pop my Hulk ultimate. Time to damage on Jeff. Get this big damage on Jeff. Just constantly putting the hurt in on Jeff. Stealing their health pack here. We want to get this Jeff dead as quick as we can. There we go. We want to get this Luna dead as quick as we can. Just punch the shit out of her. Same thing with this Venom. Gonna use my Gamma Shield here to make sure that I can sustain through the Venom damage. Punch the shit out of him. Hold the jump. Get up to the high ground position in case there's anybody thinking they were gonna drop down on us. And that's how you Hulk, baby. That's how you Hulk it out. One neglected aspect of Hulk's kit is the body block. His character model is really big. So if you can get people in doorways, you can stop them from being able to be supported by their team or from being able to retreat to their team by just standing in the doorway and just, like, being a bully. You know, you just stand there and then they try to leave and you just push them. They try to leave and you just push them. You know, you're just punching them. You're holding jump the entire time. Always want to hold jump while you're playing Hulk because you never know when you're going to need to leave at a moment's notice. And then while you're fighting people, you can use your, what's it called, your radioactive lockdown ability to take people out of the fight until you punch them, or for like 4 seconds. It's pretty good. Pretty solid CC. Have to remove my keys from my pocket because they're stabbing me in my ass cheek. I'm gonna throw the Gamma Shield up on the team for the lulz. Again, as soon as you use the jump, you press the jump. As soon as you use it, you press it. You use it, you press it, and you just keep that held the entire time. And get an idea of where the team is, just jumping high but not using the forward momentum there. I am exiled already. Gonna jump up. Try and get up with the healers here. I don't think anybody sees me yet. Again, just try to get up with them. Got the co-op time here. Need to push that to the point. And in doing so, we're going to be able to get some free value here. The Winter Soldier can't do anything against Hulk. Too much damage for him. Just gonna punch him out. Same thing with Venom. Venom next because Hulk has more sustain than Venom does. Venom either will need to leave or die. Put the Gamma Shield up on myself. Just keep pushing in on this Hulk. This Bruce Banner does not get to go back into Hulk form there. This is our point now. Getting out of the way of the Jeff for whenever he decides he wants to use his ult. Put the Gamma Shield up on the team. I don't know what he thinks he's doing, bro, but I promise it's not. It's not what he thinks it is. Holding the jump button. Using the ranged attack as the Hulk comes around the corner here. And now it's time to bully this Luna into oblivion. We're just gonna bully her. Put the Gamma Shield up on myself. Again, we're bullying Luna. I'm holding my finger over the ult button for when I need it. We have the Moon Knight trying to go into his ultimate there. Got the co-op time coming out. I don't know what he thought that was, but that was really funny. Make sure that he doesn't generate any ultimate charge by throwing the Gamma Shield up. Want to get this Cloak and Dagger dead. Quick as we can. Bullying this Venom. Bullying. Jumping in. Damaging up on the runes. Put up the Gamma Shield there. While we back off a little bit, give them some space. Getting scary on them right now. Putting this damage in on their Hulk. I don't want to get too aggressive. I think we leave. We take this Gamma Shield and we get out of here. Because we're in a very easily Moon Knightable spot. Squirrel Stampede also incredibly deadly in a room like that. Like jumping into a room with a Junkrat. You know what I'm saying? Death. Death for them. And that's game. That's a 25-0 here on Hulk. Absolutely destructive in his power. And with Flo in there as Iron Fist as well, it was a pretty easy W.
Another epic victory.
Hulk feels amazing. When you get the, when you understand how to play him, when you get the kind of ebb and flow of this character, holy shit, does it feel cool to play Hulk. Amazing. Good stuff. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. Alright, so, I think we go ahead and queue back up for the next round. Hey, we got the thumbs up from the entire squad. Let's go, dude. Hell yeah. I don't know if our Magneto was doing anything, but I know that I was. Know what I mean? I honestly didn't see Magneto and whether or not he was contributing. But I know we were. Alright, let's see. Spider Islands. Let's see what the team picks. We're gonna fill it out. We got Grime Goblet from the last game. We have a Mr. Fantastic. We have a Punisher. Interesting. Flo considering that Captain America pick. Just giving the team a chance to see that that's what he's thinking. And then we're gonna take it from there. What do you do, team? Grime Goblet, I need you guys to pick. And Bale 1776. Gonna take a sip of my water here. We're probably defending as well.
30 seconds before you attack.
We're attacking. All right, good. It's gonna give the team a chance to be able to figure their shit out here. If they don't pick anything, I have to pick a support player. If they do pick, then great. If they don't pick, I'm going in as Luna. Punisher? Or, Rocket, I mean? Maybe.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
Rocket.
3, 2.
Rocket instead. For the enormous support sustain. As well as his mobility. As well as the team up with Punisher. Could be pretty good. What we need, though, we have a Penny on the other team. That's not great. It's gonna be tough for us to get value. Man, my computer's lagging hard, dude. Not lagging, but losing frames, dropping frames like a motherfucker. Not used to this. Just trying to keep our team up through the damage that they are taking. I think my game just crashed. That could potentially be why it was losing frames so hard, since it was about to crash. Just gonna go ahead, pulling up the game again. We're gonna get back in there. Sorry for the drop here. I'll put it on full face cam until we get back in. Just for now. Waiting for the game to come up so that I can get back in as quick as I can. Oh man, the game has been dropping a fair amount for me lately, so doesn't feel good. You don't love to see it, but at the same time, if it had to happen, at least it happened at the beginning of the match and not in the middle or the end of the match, you know? Going in, I'm gonna turn Spotify back on as well while we are hanging. Gonna do a little bit of this. Do a little bit of that, fill out the space here, fill out the time while we're waiting for that to come back. It's loading up, it's booting up. I will get back to the game that we were just currently playing. The computer is pretty fast, so I'm able to get back in and like re-queue, and it usually reconnects me to the game, so that's good. At least there's that. Alright, game's back up. I'm gonna pause Spotify. I'm gonna go back to the in-game screen. Yes, reconnect me. Put me back in, coach. I'm ready to play. Sorry for the DC. It happens, though. It's a real part of life. We can now check to see if the team has swapped over to anything else. And then choose what we need to fill based on that. Taking a long time to load the game, though. Feels bad. It's loading in single percentages.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
We're halfway there. Okay, cool. I get to go back in as Rocket. We're good.
Heroes a little roguish and scruffy. Like
All right. Want to see where we're at.
I'm doing this my way.
I want to get those heals out to Punisher as quick as I can. Unfortunately, he was dead. I don't know why he would use his, No, don't stop using ultimates when nobody's here, you fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. Didn't you just see the Punisher die doing the same thing? Holy shit.
Armed and dangerous.
Start chucking heals out to flow now. We do have the respawn beacon down. But with them using their cloak and dagger ult, it's going to be easy for them to hold us off. That's unfortunate. Where is our Punisher? I'm just going to back up until I see our Punisher. Then we're going to put this down for him. Big heals out for the squad. Just going to use my movement ability to get out of that Namor ult. Keeping the team alive. Waiting a second. That's our checkpoint there. Now it doesn't matter. If they want to use ults or whatever, that's totally fine. I'm just getting scary with the Namor. Toss out some heals for myself. Toss out some heals for the team. I can just get right back into the spawn, heal myself completely to full. We do have an Iron Man up in the sky here. Big damage on there, Adam Warlock. He does not have his cocoon ability active, so that's good. Gonna give the Punisher his team up here. It's gonna give him a place to engage without having to worry. Gonna tag the Punisher, or the Iron Man up in the sky. Forcing him to disengage or die. He lived, and that is bad. Gonna put this back here. Out of the way, but close enough. Got Iron Man here. Just gonna take our respawn beacon back then, since we don't want the Iron Man to be freely getting value up and in the corner, up in the sky. Toss our respawn beacon there now. Keeping our team up while we push the payload forward. Try to get some healing out for Flo. I can only do so much for him, unfortunately. We do have the point here. We have the point moving forward. I would anticipate a maximum pulse coming my way, as I can hear the Iron Man around me. Here he is. Want to get the team alive if I can. This is every support ultimate. Or every ultimate, I mean. It's silly time here in Marvel Rivals. Getting up and out of the way. Dodging that Darkchild ult. And we did get the checkpoint. Again. Trying to keep Flo alive. Just hit him with that heal. Can't spend too much time on him, though, unfortunately. Be ready for the maximum pulse. It is on its way. Got this big damage in on that magic. Was able to save a lot of us there. Thankfully, the Namor is not very good. Flo, we got people on the payload back here, and I can't get to you. Who's got a DPS ult on our team? We got a Punisher ult here. Punisher, let's combo, baby. As soon as we get around this corner, I got you with the damage. Reloading. I'll put this here for now. Maximum pulse. That's a triple on him. And this is going to be my death here. Unless I'm very lucky. Yep, very lucky, very lucky. Got plenty of time. Plenty of time. No worries. Gonna toss that relay beacon out. Recall it so that I don't get it killed by the Scarlet Witch. Can't heal them through that ultimate, so best thing to do is just to run away. Walk back in the spawn if you're low health. Just like that. That's how easy it is. Just walk back in the spawn real quick. Walk back in the spawn if you're low health. Basically an instant heal as you walk back into the spawn. Where is our co-op time? Why have we gone to us against the worlds without a single co-op time? Trying to pocket flow as much as possible. I can't stay with you forever though, it's getting deep for me. I tried to keep him alive, the Punisher alive there. Unfortunately, I just wasn't able to. Flo is going ham on the enemy Namor right there. I'm just gonna get myself up and out of the way so I don't have to deal with magic, because she is annoying and I don't feel like listening to her. Same thing here. I'm dead. Nothing I can do. Yeah, getting hit by Scarlet Witch. I was getting up to the high ground where that potentially would have saved me. Unfortunately, the Scarlet Witch was damaging me, and I hit my head on the terrain there. So, not great, but it is what it is. We've been holding ults for a really long time, and I'm gonna say something in a second if we don't use them. There you go. There you go. Co-op time coming out here. Time for us to start damaging the enemy while we stand in the co-op time. If I can get this Iron Man dead, that would be ideal before the co-op time ends. Does not look like that's going to happen, but that's totally okay. Flo, you went too deep. You ran out of the co-op time ultimate. That's invulnerability if you stand in it. This is our only chance. Yeah, Flo and I went deep for it in the very last second, but without more people alive, it's good game. I dropped the amplifier down to hopefully get our team alive, and unfortunately it just wasn't enough. Even with my DC, I was way higher than them in terms of the amount of healing I was able to put out, which feels good. Unfortunately, we just weren't able to secure the eliminations like we wanted to. Grime Goblet potentially could have healed more, and that maybe would have saved us, but it's also potential, like, that he may have been healing the entire time, and he just held on to his ult too long. We got to use those ults, man. If there's a pro tip that I can give for anybody who is watching this, one of the main things that you need to do in Marvel Rivals is use your ultimate as soon as you get it, or as close to as soon as you get it as possible, unless you're a support player specifically waiting for a DPS ultimate that you can hard counter. Like, if you're a Luna Snow and you're waiting to counter a Star-Lord, or you're waiting to counter a Punisher ultimate, or something like that, that's the only time you hold your ultimate. Otherwise, you want to use it as quick as you can, because you'll generate another ultimate very quickly. And so, with our team holding on to their ults for so long, it ended up being that we lost a few fights that we could have won because they just didn't press the Q. You know, if they'd have pressed Q, it would have been different. The lack of ults was very annoying. Yeah, dude. They unbound Q. That's the problem. Like, I want to use my rocket team up, but I want to use it with a DPS ultimate. So if our Punisher had popped ult when it was time, like as we were going around that first corner there, he could have utilized the damage from the rocket ult to have massively boosted the potential of his Punisher ultimate, but he just didn't press it until it was so far in that that Namor was easily able to just kill him. Looks like Flo and I are both coming into this game late. Oh no, I don't have Flo with me. Flo, I'll pick you up after this game, dude. I'm so sorry. You're not in the party anymore because I got DC'd. I'm so sorry. Thankfully, we only have one round here.
When science failed.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I'm so sorry.
Tremble before blast!
This man just used his ultimate in the spawn room. Bro, Black Panther. What was your aim here, dude? Do you just need to kill this? Is that like an achievement or something? There's some reason why he wants to kill that so badly he would pop ult on it?
The battle starts in 5.
I don't get it.
3.
So it's not looking good for this team. We have the 2 people, it looks like, at least have left.
Got it?
We've got 3 kills across the board.
What the hell is that?
We're gonna figure it out, though. We're gonna see if we can save them. Alright, we got Star-Lord coming out, popping ultimate on the side here. Gonna hope for the best. Gonna try and support him as much as we can. Star-Lord, target their supports. Target their supports.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Is that the person? Did he kill the person with the most kills? At least there's that. Killed the person with the most kills. Co-op time being on the point means that we have free reign as long as we stand in it. I'm going to start pushing them a little bit up here so that we can engage with them. Put my shield up with their with my whole team going down here. The only thing that I can do in this moment is hope that I can make it to the high ground. And even though I did, I got webbed by Penny, or webbed by Spider-Man even, pulled in and then killed by Penny.
By the shades of the Seraphim, I
By the shades of the Seraphim, what are these guys doing?
Oh, I need assistance.
All right. Coming around this corner. Put the shield up a little bit. Start letting it regen. Put the shield up a little bit. Start letting it regen. Start putting damage in on them where we can. And you see, here when I'm playing Strange against the Penny, I can engage and do poke damage. Just gonna get out of the way of that Jeff. Gently move out of the circle of Jeff the Land Shark. This Penny Parker is just gonna toss down a ton of mines everywhere. And that's more of a distraction than it is anything else. We do have a Mantis ult to be able to engage here. There we go. Beautiful. Yep, got Jeff down. Got Penny down. Now we just need to get... You can actually float above this. I don't know if you guys knew that. You can float above the Storm ultimate. And then when she comes out of it, you can just drop on her and just finish her off. We're gonna force Rocket Raccoon out of the safety of his positioning. Get that Storm down. Use my shifts to get up and out of the melee damage. Got co-op time coming out here. Gotta force Rocket back. Because by forcing Rocket back, we're gonna be able to get the point a lot easier. Without the sustain of the Rocket Raccoon, their team is gonna be unable to freely take space. We have Spider-Man here. I don't know what Spider-Man was thinking, dude. I like a lot of these guys when they get into a game. I'm gonna take this chance to go eat. All right, sounds good, Flo. A lot of these guys when they get into a game, this is the time. It was worth it to trade for me because I can portal back. Their rocket is gonna have to respawn, and then they're gonna have to try and get back based on the characters that are currently alive.
Seraphim, I return. I'm opening a portal.
Bang, and I can just portal myself back to the point here. Making it real easy.
Excellent forms, dear Mantis.
Excellent forms, dear Mantis. Taking their health pack so they can't use that to re-engage. Breaking line of sight while I have to reload. Pushing forward, pushing forward, pushing forward. I think I just ran out of disk space in my computer. That's also potentially why the thing is lagging today. Want to try and get this Rocket Raccoon down if I can. And I'm not going to be able to. My team is getting pushed off pretty effectively. As long as we stand in the co-op time, there's nothing to worry about. Getting up and out of the way of the storm. forcing their characters to engage with us where we want. And that's the round, baby. That's the round. They were gonna lose this game, dude. Came in and took it back from them. That's the round. Now we just gotta win one more. We'll see what happens. We'll try anyway, right?
All those crises I quietly put out.
We went in. We got 12 kills. Trading out for that Rocket Raccoon was a good trade. And then our Star-Lord went in,
30 seconds.
used his ultimate to generate a ton of value. I have more kills than everybody who was here before me,
Stay out of this.
It's our world.
except for the Punisher. Crazy.
Once I
Kind of
did
insane.
rhymes with a scalpel. Now I do it with a spell.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we're gonna go to the mid room.
Here is the prize we seek. Someone should.
Go to the mid room. I'm trying to ping here, right here. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
This is our objective. This could all come. Good medicine.
Want to generate some dark magic here and try and get in for a cheeky kill on their teammates. Just gonna break line of sight with them while I wait for the heals to come in. We're backing out. I think we leave this room. Not sure where my team went. So I could see them through the wall that they are still fighting in this spot, so we're going to go ahead and push forward. That means that the enemy team must have broken up their kind of formation that they had going on there. Jeff the Landshark going down, Hela going down. Gonna body block this Venom, force him to get killed before his movement ability comes back up. Good. Now we want to advance to right here. Let's push up to their spawn corner.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
That's both of our support players down. So now it's time for us to leave. Just dispel the dark magic, holding up the shield, getting this health pack, using my shield to get away, using my shield to generate vertical space for myself while I back out, backing all the way out here. Only a little bit of health left on the shield, so I gotta break line of sight while I wait for the shield health to regenerate, wait for the heals from the team. Bang, and we did get the heals, so that's great. I don't know why we swapped from a Cloak and Dagger over to a Loki, but whatever. They still have their Rocket Raccoon on their team. Rocket Raccoon gonna be an absolute menace here. We were able to get him down, which is great. Gonna force this Iron Man out of his free cover. Yep, and this is our W here. No more ults. You know, fingers off the Q button, please, team. Good. We got one here,
Nothing here. Suspicious.
but they are potentially regrouping.
More powerful.
Captured more than half of the mission area.
With their rocket down immediately, that's huge for us. Oh, that is a lot of damage for me, though.
Nothing here.
I will not live through this unless I catch a health pack.
Healing energy.
Gonna stand on Loki's rune. Keeping an eye on this Hela, because we want her dead as quickly as we can. Forcing this Jeff out of here. Because if Jeff can't heal the Penny Parker, then she just dies. Same thing with this Spider-Man. If he can't get heals, he just dies. We are toying with Jeff here. 87% of the way to the W. Getting their Rocket Raccoon down there. And that's the W, baby. came into the game late. We stole it away from them. Only 2 deaths, 21 kills. Here on Burnin' T'Challa. Getting that Rocket Raccoon down. You know, forcing that pressure onto him. Made him use his boost. As soon as he used his boost, I just walked over and pressed Eye of Agamotto. Stunned him, released the dark magic. Nobody was on the point. That's how quickly a game can turn around. Flo, are you back? I'm gonna back out for 1 second, because I only got one more. And I'd like to do it with Flo if he's around. One more for the day, and then I'm gonna be calling it. Because I also want to go and eat. I'm feeling like, I don't know, depending on funds. Like, I should go grocery shopping, right? But depending on funds, I'm kind of feeling pizza. I might want pizza. Star said, hell yeah, from the other room. So, just gonna wait 1 second. Just gonna wait 1 second here. I'm gonna count to, like, 20 in my head. And if Flo doesn't come back, then we'll queue up for the next one. And... pizza is always a good call. Hannibal, what's going on, dude? How's life? How you doing? It is a good call. It's always a good call, except I need to pay bills. And, like, I'd like to have enough money to pay all the bills and also eat lunch. But at the same time, like, there's a bunch of dishes that are dirty, and I would have to cook. So, to make lunch at this point... I don't know. It depends. I'm gonna have to go see how much bread I have. I have, like, cheese and, like, turkey. A tiny bit of turkey, so... I could maybe make sandwiches, like some grilled cheese or something like that. Alright, so Flo is not here. So I'm just gonna queue us in for the last game. I would need at least 8 pieces of bread to be able to feed us for lunch. So, not just me, obviously. I'm not eating 8 pieces of bread. That'd be crazy. Can you imagine? I say that knowing full well that I would eat 8 slices of pizza without blinking.
The right heroes could
Wouldn't even be a question. I would love to eat 8 slices of pizza. A bread sandwich. Yo, it's like, it's a bread royale, bro. It's like, it's got the, you know, you got the piece of bread on the bottom, the piece of bread on the top. And then in the middle of that, you've got a piece of bread followed by a piece of bread. Followed by a piece of bread, a piece of bread, a piece of bread. And then you just take a bite into it. And you've got more carbs than you should be eating. You know? Alright, we got 2 really good support players. We got, a Wolverine as our main, DPS. Excuse me, a, Winter Soldier as our main DPS. A Wolverine is kind of our off DPS. We have a Magneto. And this is a good chance for me to play something else. But I do feel like Strange would be the, Strange is probably the pick here.
There is only one.
Magneto and Strange combined, very strong in the amount of damage they can block. Our 2 support players, arguably the best 2 support players we could possibly have. We've got Bucky and Wolverine to be able to put out that damage both to their tanks and to their squishies. This could have been, like, there's a lot of good options for this specific team comp. But it's always good to assume that your tank does not know his asshole from a hole in the ground. And in doing so, you can cover your own ass by making sure that your team actually has somebody competent. Go strafe around this corner while I reload. We do need to deal damage here, though. Got about 50% of my dark magic. Waiting for somebody to make a mistake. Our Luna Snow is down. But now we've got their Doctor Strange down. We've got their Mantis down. Unfortunately, I am also down. This is a good place for me to use my portal. There is so much, so much load on the CPU today. It's not normally like this. Normally not this laggy. Put this right there. So Wolverine and I can get back very quickly. Going around this corner while I reload. Getting high in my dark magic here, so we're gonna start backing up into their team.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Was able to utilize that to force myself backwards quite a bit.
By the eye of Agamotto. The pain was worth
Got their Mantis down again. That's their main healer here. So the more we get her down, the easier our life will be.
the eye of Agamotto.
Gonna levitate up and out of the way of the Squirrel Stampede, only for my team to get Eye of Agamotto'd in the process. Backing up, holding up the shield while we concede a little bit of space and give them a moment to start to respawn. We do need to keep retreating here, being smart about the places that we go. With our Mantis getting pushed, we're gonna not let her die. Guys, you gotta get out. Get the fuck out. Why would you keep fighting there? How do you not know that death is in your face? Jesus Christ.
Green leaves once.
Gotta get out of there, dude. That's alright, though. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. We're holding them pretty decently. We do need more damage, though. We need more damage. Our Wolverine and our Bucky are not damaging enough. I may have to swap to a high damage character. We'll see. Just backing off, peeling on this magic right now. Making sure that our team stays alive. Using this as a piece of cover, a small, very small piece of cover. Got the grand finale coming out here. We were able to get their Mantis down again.
The eye of Agamotto.
Unfortunately, they got our support too. Got their Hawkeye is up top here.
Creative destruction here.
Gonna go ahead and push up to their spawn.
Strengthened for battle.
We want to be fighting them here now.
Enemy in front of us.
This is the place to be, not on the payload. I do have my Eye of Agamotto to be able to hold them. Gonna use that to destroy the Loki runes. Put it on cooldown, because there's not enough people here for me to get a valuable Eye of Agamotto off yet. Disperse the dark magic so that I don't have a situation where I catch an anti-heal in a clutch moment when I needed to be alive. Our Mr. Fantastic pushing too hard. It's just too hard. Too far, dude. Too far, man.
By the eye of Agamotto.
That's the double. It's time to back out. Bullshit, bro. Whatever, dude. If I die here, it's fine. It's fine. It's totally alright. My team went down. I held up my shield. I turned around to look at the Eye of Agamotto that was going off behind me, but unfortunately, I did get hit by it.
Mortal pain.
But we're all on our way back now. Luna Snow was also dead. Mantis was also dead, so the odds of me living through that were pretty small. We do have the portal that we can use should we need it. Should there be some kind of way that we could get value out of that. Got their other tank is down now. Want to be damaging up on their Mantis as much as humanly possible. Got to hold up my shield here and reload. But yeah, we're pushing them hard now with the DPS ultimates. We have their Cloak and Dagger doing her best to get away. We're just not going to let her. We have their Squirrel Girl, again, doing their best to get away, but we're just not going to let her. Gonna force Squirrel Girl into a very uncomfortable place. AKA melee range with a Mr. Fantastic. It's time for us to back up. Waiting a moment. Reloading while we get back together. We don't necessarily need to stand in there. Cloak and dagger ult. Gonna get their Doctor Strange out of our face. We want to damage up on this cloak and dagger now. Now the mantis. Now the Hawkeye. Charging up my dark magic as well as my Eye of Agamotto here. Don't need to do too much. Unfortunately, I can't live through this. There's nothing I can do to live through that. My shield was broken. My shift was on cooldown. There was nothing I could have done to have lived through that moment. That's okay. If they take it, they take it. We're still doing great. Totally fine. They have 2 minutes to push it.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
We're able to quickly get their mantis dead in that moment. We just gotta wait for the heals from our team. Forcing them to pop their support ultimates early. And in a moment, they won't be able to have them for the final push. Because we are at our spawn here. You know, it's worth noting that for all the support ultimates that they use, they won't have another one. I can't get greedy with this. I got greedy. That's okay. My whole team is dead behind me. They used their, what's his name? Ult. Hawkeye ult. Alright, let's get together. We got this. Final push. 1 minute left.
Only 60 seconds left. Don't give them another inch.
Just gonna bully their mantis to death. Force that Doctor Strange to turn around and put his back to our team. Get the stagger on that Thor. I have an eye... Excuse me, I have an Eye of Agamotto for this next fight. I held it just for this. Got their mantis down again. Reloading around the corner. Just need to make sure that I get healed before I push forward. I need to get a heal. Please. Please, team, no! No, team! No, team, no! Feels bad, man. Feels bad. If I had gone into their team, I would have died. And if I had stayed fighting that, that Thor, I would have died. I just needed someone to come out a little bit sooner. Just a little faster, and we would have been fine. Super close, though. Super close game. Super close. Did not get to use my Eye of Agamotto like I wanted to. We had everything we needed to win that game, too. That's the part that gets me, you know? A very sad moment. For whatever reason, we also had a Penny Parker. Our Magneto, who was doing great as Magneto, decided to swap over to Penny Parker. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You have the counter to the Cloak and Dagger ultimate. You are the person who can one-hit her while she's using her us against the world. But whatever. It is what it is. That was a fun stream. In general, I think that filling for your team is more important than playing what you want most of the time. Most of the time, you are not going to make the pick immediately that is going to be the most synergistic with your team and cover all of your bases. You absolutely need to have a strong tank. The frontline tank is the most important part, and the support that is along with them, the main support, is the other most important part. Those two key factors need to be reached, otherwise you just lose in Marvel Rivals. So, we're talking about a Doctor Strange, a Hulk, or a Magneto. Preferably one of each of those, like two tanks total. So, any combination of those. So, Hulk and a Magneto, Hulk and a Strange, Strange and a Magneto, any of those, great. You always want to have a sustain ultimate, so a Luna Snow, a Mantis, Cloak and Dagger, even the Invisible Woman can work. Like Mantis is probably best used as the second sustain ultimate, but like any of them realistically can work. If you're smart about when you use your Mantis ult, you can really get a lot of value out of it, and then you can start filling in DPS. As long as your tank front line is covered and your support backline is covered, and you have something to sustain through the highest damage ultimates, the Star-Lords, your Buckies, stuff like that, then you're gonna be in good shape here. DPS characters I never got to play today, but that's okay. Maybe we'll do a DPS show tomorrow and jump in on that. I want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out today. It was really good to see Pedro off the start. It's always good to see Shaq as well. Flo, thanks for coming and playing with me, dude. Hannibal, thanks for hanging out with me. Stargazer, you know I love you. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Moonchild of Dude No Way, and I'll see you in the next stream. Take care.